Now let's get started for real, now that the dog is not speaking. So, in our last session, a group of tavern goers met for the first time, treating each other to some metal bees, a seashell, and a boomerang display, as well as a hearty breakfast in the Garden of Olives Inn. After breakfast, they were enticed with a wine tour by Rick Summergrain, a down-on-his-luck businessman and winery owner. They were then joined by the Alliance head assistant, Goroz Windbreak. After a relatively uneventful tour, the group was set upon by a pair of undead cattle, Ben and Bertie. Yep. Taking care of them handily, the group watched Goroz limp back towards the winery's main building. And that is where we left off. What would you like to do?
I believe I was following after Goroz, who was headed up back into
Correct,
the building.
yeah. You said you would want to head back towards the
I
building.
wanted to follow him specifically.
Yeah. You guys can split the party if you'd want to, or not. It's up to you guys.
I'm gonna go with my guard.
Okay.
I think we might have talked about checking out the graves.
Yeah, I just want to go back and see if there's anything over there.
I'm still by the graves, just fixing them up.
Yeah, of
just
course,
mending
yeah.
them.
Just an FYI, the sun is going down. It's going to be a little harder to see. I know some of you do not have dark vision, and so when it becomes night, you are essentially blind. Just to keep that in mind. We'll start with the group that is headed towards the graves.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do? You see that the dirt is flown everywhere. There's not a relatively deep hole. It's not like the traditional 6 feet that we do for people, as much as it was a hole to fit a cow or two. What would you like to do?
Does anyone have any detect magic or any sort of
I have it, but I don't have it prepared today. I could do it tomorrow. If somebody is good at investigating, I can guide them. I'm a very good guider.
What the hell? I'll just jump right in and try to
I will give you guidance.
What are you looking for, Travis?
I am looking for any trace of. Actually, I want to check the surrounding area just to see if there's any footprints, if there's any direct contact, if anyone came in nearby.
Roll an investigation check for me.
And you can roll a d4 and add that to your check.
With your guidance.
D4.
Guidance of the Forge.
13.
13.
And 1. 14.
14. Alrighty. So, you see these rapidly excavated graves. The animals were essentially digging themselves out with their hooves and horns. A few chunks of flesh and bones that are scattered, and nothing really no footprints or anything that you can discern within the area. But you do see behind the headstones there are a few sticks of burnt incense.
Incense. Oh. Is there any sort of I guess it's just the sticks. Is there any part that's thicker, has any sort of writing on it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Is there any inscription?
I mean, the graves have the names of the cows, Bertha and Ben, written on them.
Okay.
There's no additional writing or anything that you can find around.
Okay.
I zoom in on the unique structure that's obviously not a part of a normal graveyard. Obviously, I want to find out what's more about it, so I'd like to make a religion check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guidance.
I don't remember what that was, but there was wait, did you just say something and I zoned out and didn't hear what you said about something
The
being
incense.
odd? Oh, sorry. Structure. Okay.
Yeah, there's just sticks of burning
Things.
incense.
Yeah.
Got it.
And add a d4.
7.
That's a 1.
I'm a 1.
Was that a 1?
Is it
For a
is it
one.
a 1 or a 7?
Plus a 5.
Plus
Plus a 5.
five.
Plus
Plus
5.
five. Plus
Plus
your-
whatever.
Plus your D4.
Whoa.
So
It's a
6.
Wait, never mind.
So FYI, a nat 1 is only considered a critical fail in combat. So, because if you have a plus 12 on a D1, that's still a 13.
Yeah.
And if you have guidance, you can get up to a 17, which is
Yeah.
still pretty good.
So 8
All right.
total.
Yeah. So 8 total. You notice that the incense is only behind the graves where the cows were. It's pretty fresh, so it was alit pretty recently. It's not old. It's not it's not like it's part of some family ritual.
Mhm.
It was intentionally lit recently, but you have no idea what for.
I'm gonna pocket it.
Okay, you pocket.
Can I touch it? Is it good?
It's. I mean, yeah, it's warm, and you like it flakes off the ash or the remnants of it, but it's just sticks of good smelling incense that are mostly burned.
How much was it?
It's worth nothing, but it's about.
No, but I mean like how many like sticks?
A total of 4 sticks.
Just 4 sticks. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to smoke it later.
Okay.
I will begrudgingly put a bee on the grave.
Okay. 1 be deposited.
How many bees do you
thoughtful.
have?
I make them every night. It's part of it going to sleep. I just make them every night.
Sleep being.
Yep, just
Being
calms me
asleep.
down, puts me to sleep.
Being asleep.
It's very respectful.
Cool.
Anything else you guys want to do? At the grave site?
Seems like it's getting dark. You guys don't have any other checks. There's just
We
the
should-
incense.
We should ask if anyone knows, because I feel like somebody came here and did this on purpose. Maybe we can figure out who's been on the farm
Yeah, I guess
or in the winery.
Rick might know better.
Yeah.
And I think it wanted the fancy dude. Maybe,
Gross.
yeah, maybe.
Oh, I'm not
You are walking away.
Sorry.
What?
I'm going.
I was like, what?
Maybe he might have an idea if somebody is mad at him or doesn't like him. Maybe they tried to get a cow to go after him.
They have a list of the gangs in the area at least.
Nothing's turning up here. Should probably get inside.
Onward.
Right, so you guys
Head back to the.
start catching up to these two who follow Goroz into the house. You know, he's limping. He got hit a little bit by the last boar or bull, and he's not in bad shape, but he's certainly not feeling well. Opens the door, walks up to essentially like walks into the like the tasting room, the like dining / tasting room of this winery. Goes behind the bar, uncorks a bottle of wine and pours a glass for himself first, and then reaches under and pulls out a bottle of whiskey and just starts pouring it on himself. No expression like he has done this before. Like he's just like, fuck. But he seems not too rattled. But that's what you see as you follow him in.
That seems really different than the behavior that he displayed on the battlefield. So I am suspicious of him.
Okay, make an insight check.
7 plus. Oh, I forgot everything. Hang on. Where is my insight?
So your insight is
Plus 3.
Plus 3?
10.
10. He's calmed down. While he was on the battlefield, he was very shaken by being chased down by 2 undead boars. Bulls, sorry. But he just, at this point, he's like, well, that's over. I'm just gonna heal up, drink a bit, and I'm gonna limp home. Like, my guard abandoned me. I'm just gonna be pissy about it and go home.
Can I ask him like what
By all
just
means.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask.
Is there
How do I
seating
do that?
across the bar from him? Or is
Yeah,
he
there's
behind it?
a couple
Alright.
stools in front of him if you want to pull them up.
I'm gonna sit across from him, just
Okay.
kind of plop down, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand.
Okay. He looks at
Aw,
the-
yeah.
he looks at
We're gonna play good cop, bad cop here, without even me.
yeah.
And so I'm not gonna try to be intimidating because I feel like would I have interacted with him ever
No.
or seen him?
No.
Okay.
You did not know who he was. You've heard his name, but you don't know who he is really.
He found a cookie.
You may have met him before, but not in any length. So you guys sit or stand across from him, and he looks at you, doesn't say a word, puts out 2 glasses and pours them full of wine.
Okay.
Lifts
How do I ask what just happened? Can I just say that?
Yeah,
Out
yeah.
loud? Can I just say that?
Yeah.
What just happened?
He looks at you, looks at his wine, swirls it a bit, sips it, doesn't like it, throws it over his shoulder. He's done. He just goes, well, I got hit pretty bad. but I don't know.
Would I be able to see his hands to see if there's any burn?
Make a perception check. And you can just talk as if you're your character, and I'll respond in character.
17.
17. He has some dirt on his hands from when he was like knocked down, and a little bit of blood from where he bashed the skull in of the second one.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, he fucking killed the
I forgot he did that. All right.
One NPC
Yeah.
killed my monster. But no. I mean, you don't know at this point that there was incense burnt because you weren't there. But you don't see anything
Okay.
of that remnant. It's just a little bit of dirt, maybe a little bit of grape juice. It's not wine
Yeah.
because it was from the grapes.
Grapes. Did you have anything to do with this? Bringing these?
I mean, I got hit by them, but that's about it.
Have you been here before?
No, I haven't been to Split River since I was a boy. I making my rounds. I haven't actually been to Split River. I should probably make my way over this way more often, but maybe not anymore.
So what were you doing here?
Business.
With Summer Rain? Or...
Well, Summergrain invited me on his wine tour and left me at the tavern. I was a little pissed about that, but no, I was making my rounds. While the Alliance head is stuck in King's Crest, I go around and check in with all the other heads of state and make sure their cities are being run well and that the policies enforced at the last council meeting are being taken care of. It's my job to go around and check in.
What's the thing to see if he's like lying?
That's insight check.
Which one do I roll?
D20,
The big one?
the big one with the 20 sides.
Oh, 5 plus
5?
3.
5 plus 3. I mean, from what you know about the government and everything, that sounds like what he should be doing. You don't know if he's lying or whatnot. He seems pretty straight to you.
Where's Rick right now?
Rick, you guys pass him on your way back in. He is
Okay.
just in the field, just shaken to all hell.
Alright, I'll go back and talk to him.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
We'll
buddy.
get back to you guys in just a second.
Hey, Rick. You know... No. It's okay.
I guess he's not looking up at you because you're like, he's sitting down and staring at you in the face.
Like, monsters are scary.
Yeah.
But repressing your feelings is even scarier, so talk to me.
The fuck was that?
Well, from my recollection, 2 of our very nice bull friends have attacked us, and we didn't hurt them, we just self-defended, and
Well, I
it's
don't
over
care
now.
if you kill them, they're already dead.
Well,
How the hell did they get back up?
You're focusing too much on the past. Listen, I want you to look me in the eyes, and I want you to tell me something you're thankful for right now.
The money you guys gave me.
There you go. You got a good
Okay.
deal out of this. Come on. What do you? Let's come on. Let's get back to the winery. What are you gonna spend the money on?
I'm just You're really good at talking to people. I'm gonna pat you on the shoulder and cast guidance on you
Thanks.
and say, would you ask him if he did anything to those graves?
I was kind of talking to him about it before. I already asked him in the middle of battle. He didn't say he knew anything.
Okay.
Genuinely seemed like he didn't know anything. But I think if keep him around and treat him nicely, the truth might come out.
Okay. Well, if you need it in the next 60 seconds, you can make a roll.
Is it
I'll,
60?
I think it's only for like a
I
minute.
thought it was 6 seconds.
6.
I think it's like an instant kind of buff.
Do it
Well,
right now.
I only
well,
know
it's
that
gone
I
then.
say French takes a little more than 60
it is a
seconds.
cantrip, so you
Let
can
me
use
let
it
me
as
work
much as you
I
want.
have no idea. Yeah.
Um,
1 minute.
It is.
But I have to concentrate on it.
Guidance? Really?
Yeah, concentration up to 1 minute.
Guidance is
Whoa.
concentration. Interesting. Okay, I always thought it was like 6 seconds. And in any case, now you have it for a minute.
Take some time to crack this omelet.
Okay.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you prepare spells?
So, you're,
Yeah, Mo.
correct me if I'm wrong, the number of spells that you can prepare is,
It's equal to your
is
slots.
equal to your,
It's different.
It's your level plus whatever
spellcasting
yours
modifier.
like. So for me, it's wisdom. For him, it's intelligence.
Okay.
But each class is different. I know for Artificer, it's half my level.
Oh, that's right.
So I have to level up quite a bit for getting
I
it.
can look it up
I'm
if-
looking it up for you.
Okay.
Just because it just takes me a second.
But typically it'd probably be one level, or your level plus your modifier half.
Something like that.
I'm confused.
So you have to, with your spells, you have to choose which ones to prepare, and I'm also not
Okay.
sure how to decide to prepare something.
So
I only have 2 spells, so it's really
Is
not that
that-
hard.
Range-
Are they like
Rangers?
the level
Wait,
ones
that's
or
not-
I'm gonna
cantrips
get
or
some more
both?
wine. Do you want to know?
Levels.
I
Okay.
Your
would love
cantrips are
some
usable
of the,
whenever.
Okay.
The black cherry, please.
Sure.
Should bend it over here for you.
So essentially, yeah, it's which spells that you want for that day, because you have a lot of choices. You don't necessarily get to have access to all of them every day. You have to pick which ones you want and don't want for that day. I have no idea where to find that if you want to look it up in the PHP.
I'll look at it, yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea. In any case, it's most likely half of your spell, half of your level, half of like your spell casting level, plus your modifier of your class. So for sorcerers, that's charisma. So half of your charisma modifier plus half of your level. So 1 plus your charisma modifier.
So 3.
Yep. So you can prepare 3 different spells of level 1 or higher. You always have access to all of your cantrips, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
How-
cantrips are all.
Yes.
How do you prepare them?
Basically, you just have those ones that you pick from your list and say, I want this one, and this one today.
So if I only have
Do we have to
3,
tell you?
If you have 3, you always have them. You don't have to tell me. No. Thank you. I will say, hey, you're only supposed to have this many prepared. You just cast 12 different spells. What the hell?
Oh, got it.
Okay. Yeah, it's mostly so that you're trying to keep situational and that you don't have access to everything all the time. Don't know why, but yeah. So you get to pick a certain number every day.
Okay.
And that can reset every time you take a long rest. Unless I believe there's a class feature that lets you switch on short rests, but I believe that is Warlock.
No,
Yeah,
Rangers just have to choose their spells. They don't.
I don't have to
That
pick.
explains why no one was asking that question.
So yeah, for
I
Rangers,
see.
spells,
Thank
you know
you.
2 first level spells
do.
of your choice from the Ranger spell list.
And I just have
And there's a
slots.
spell known column. Yeah, there's a slot that shows you when you level up.
Oh my god, that made my life so much easier because I did not understand that concept at all. And I wasn't seeing like a place for it in D&D Beyond, and I was like, this,
Yeah.
I feel like this would have a place.
No,
Okay.
for the most part, the hybrid classes have to choose specific spells, and they can't
Yeah,
really
so that's
swap
what
them
I've
out.
done. That's why I only have access to 2 spells. That makes sense. Cool.
Is that the same for sorcerer? Because I think mine is displayed the same as yours.
Sorcerers, yes, because they're not like wizards. They can't just like learn everything.
Yeah.
Sorcerers
it's
have
like
a
a
specific
slot.
set that they choose from, although it's definitely going to be
super
more
interesting.
than.
Yeah, you have
2.
way more than me, but I also have 4 other weapons.
I think
And
it
I
told
can
me
punch things.
I mean, anyone can
it
punch.
gave me
I can punch things a little
4
harder, I think.
cantrips
I mean, it
and
depends on
3
your
first
strength
level.
mod.
Oh.
I think I can
Those
grab
are
a
those are
full
your
of
you,
each
yeah. You
spell,
choose
so-
4 cantrips that will stay with you forever. That you never really switch out unless there's options to choose from. And yeah, 3 spells no. So sorcerers are kind of like rangers a little bit, where they have to choose. Like they don't get like extra spells; they just like get spells like added as they level up.
Okay, cool.
I don't get new spells until like level 4 or something, so you're just going to continue to accumulate more than I will.
But for something like Wizard or Artificer, it's like theirs is based off of their like spellcasting ability. So like the Wizard, it'd be like the Wizard's level plus its intelligence bonus. Divide that in half, and that's your spells known. That's not your spell
And provided
slots.
that you have all the items
Yeah.
to actually cast a
Yeah.
spell.
And it's not, those aren't your spell slots; those are the spells known. So you might only
Yeah,
have
so
2
you have to
slots,
pick.
but you know 6 spells.
Yeah.
So every
It's
day
so
you
complex.
prepare all
Yeah.
6
It's
of
a lot
those
harder.
spells, and then only choose 2 randomly.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Sorry for that interruption.
No, you're fine.
That was-
That was Abby's interruption. You don't have to.
Yeah, no, don't apologize. Don't apologize for me.
Yeah.
Sorry. if
No, you're
remember
fine.
me.
So we're these
You guys
three
were
are walking
talking
back
to-
with Rick back into the tavern. I think they'll get a couple more questions in before you guys get back inside. So we'll jump back over to Mika, Goroz, and Penelope.
Is there anyone who would want to hurt you?
Not that I can think of. I mean, maybe. I'm the second most important person in this alliance, so someone probably wants my head on a pike, but no one in particular.
In any of the other cities you've been to, have there been any problems
There's plenty of problems. I mean,
that would have followed you?
oh, me, about me.
Or
I'm a pretty upstanding guy, if I'm honest. And you can see he's touting himself a little bit, but make an insight check if you'd like. You don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Go ahead.
cueing me to make
Yeah,
an
go
insight
ahead.
check. I'm gonna
Make it with advantage, with Erica's help.
Ooh.
You guys- so
I rolled 19.
So if you
Yeah, that was
you
better.
can, like,
19 was
help
better.
somebody
19.
with
What am I
something?
doing?
And so instead of like
This is
each
insight?
of you rolling for it,
22.
you
22.
you can give someone else advantage, so
Mhm.
they can roll twice and take the higher number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So so with it,
And
with
you're
it,
like, I'm helping.
So-
And gave her.
So you look at him. He's definitely withholding something from you, and you prod him a little bit, and as the three of you guys are
Sorry, continue.
As the three of you guys are walking in with Rick, he's saying like, well, there is this one guy. His name is Otto. He's been chasing me around every once in a while. He's been trying to become my court wizard, which is weird because I'm not the head of the court, so I don't know why. Guy's crazy, but I guess this would be kind of up his alley. I never pictured him for necromancy.
Dan,
Yes, ma'am.
is in this world here, is there any sort of like stigma with necromancy? Like, do
Yes.
upstanding people out in the world do necromancy, or is it kind of?
So it is a little bit taboo. There is, but like among like the highest wizards, there's a kind of understanding that it is a fundamental aspect of magic, and some spells, like even like I think it's healing word is considered necromancy.
I've got one. That's
Yeah.
necromancy.
And so like to some extent, it's like the lesser evil sometimes. That some of them are more acceptable than others. Raising the undead, not necessarily an upstanding thing. Speak with dead can be, and like evil banishing spells and stuff like that can be considered all right. But it's like it's a little touch and go. But generally, it's a little bit like, why are you so interested in dead people? Did you have a question?
I did.
Yeah.
We didn't introduce ourselves to him, did we? He just kind of was pulled into this.
He was pulled into this, and he was saying
in the
the
middle
town.
of all of it.
Yeah, and so but you can tell at this point, like, he knows who he is, but he doesn't really care who you guys are, because he sees himself as a lot higher than you guys. You would remember earlier he did recognize the emblem on your chest, so he at least knows your family, but he hasn't introduced himself really because he thinks you should know who he is, and he hasn't asked for any of your names, so he doesn't really care.
I'm inside now, right?
Yeah, you guys are all inside. You've walked in with Rick. He shuts the door behind you and locks it.
Okay.
Introduce myself.
I'm gonna.
He's like listening to you guys, like watching it. You like lean up to whisper in her ear because you're sitting down. And he's just, and then he looks down, pulls the rest of the bourbon up, and just starts. What? Like he's like, I'm gonna get drunk again.
I've realized that in all of this, we don't actually know each other's names. I know you've sort of said your name, and I think I've seen you before. My name's Mika Brightwood.
Brightwood. Name sounds familiar.
You might know my father.
Maybe.
Lucian Brightwood, he would be the head tactician in Breakwater. I believe he
He was in Breakwater. I remember him.
when I was a child, and now he's
I could
in
drink him
Australia.
under the table.
Oh, I'm sure you could. I don't doubt that at all.
I remember him. He's short.
Yeah.
I'm taller than him.
I know.
Yeah.
And
no,
you,
no.
Chalice,
What's up?
what are you doing here? I remember when the family said they were bringing in a dragonborn, adopting, so they couldn't raise any kids of their own. I was not skeptical, but
My parents are very kind and I miss them dearly.
they're very nice. They invited me to their estate a couple times, but it's been a while.
You're adopted. We're adopted.
I'm gonna walk up to Goroz. And
Almost
He looks over the counter at you.
It's like, me too.
Are you walking up behind the bar? Or are you going like towards the bar where these two are, or are you walking around and like where he is standing? Because he's behind the bar right now.
There's a bar in front of him.
Yeah.
I hop up on the bar.
Okay, you're on
in
the
front of
bar.
his face.
You're a little bit taller than him now.
I say, haha.
Are you standing on the bar or sitting?
You standing.
Okay, so listen. This is what I do. I pull out the incense in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna ask him, "Hey, buddy, you have a pipe?" But I want to also do a check to see, like, or I want to read his face to see if he
Okay.
reacts any sort of
Make an
illness.
inside check. Well, he says, "No, I don't have a pipe."
Okay.
But you can like he's sniffing it.
Yeah. It's a 19.
19.
Now wait, no, this is a good time to bring up. So I
Yeah.
just got Jack of all trades.
Okay.
So it says you can add half your proficiency bonus, rounded down, to any ability check you make that doesn't already include it. So does that mean for the things that I don't have my proficiency in, I
Mhm.
get to add half of that?
Half of it.
too?
Half of it rounded down.
Okay, and you said that was an insight check?
It's an insight check.
Rounded down. So
Yep.
3 rounded down would just be 1. Right?
Yeah.
It says 1 half 1.
Yep.
Okay, so 20.
20.
Not that.
He. Wait, what was your question? I'm sorry. In discussing that.
I just want to know what
Oh, you asked
I
if
just
he had
wanna
a
know if
pipe.
he just reacts
He does
to it.
not have a pipe. You ask him if he has a pipe, and he's like, I don't smoke. But you can tell that because the sticks are pungent.
Yeah.
And you can see him a little bit like, and his eyes like, like the iris goes a little
Okay.
wider. He recognizes the scent.
All right.
Can any of us smell it?
You
We're
can.
pretty close.
You can.
What does it smell
It is
like?
it is lavender, and oh my gosh, what was the word I was thinking of? Lavender and frankincense.
Lavender and frankincense. All right, I see this sort of like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I know that look. What's the story? Bad trip? Bad party? Party broke your heart? What's going on? What's the deal with this?
My wife used to wear a similar scent.
What happened
Used
to
to.
your wife?
I look
Same
at
things that happens to all dead people. She died
I'm so sorry for your loss.
years ago.
give him a hug.
I'm trying to laugh.
He pushes you off the bar.
No, I am not laughing at it. Abby is
I know.
laughing because not.
I would hope not, because he
Cool.
not in a good mood.
Cool.
Would
Yeah,
I
he pushes
have
you
known
off the
that?
bar for hugging him.
Okay, cool,
Would I
cool. I get
have
it. You should
known
ask for consent.
Known what?
That he
That
had
is
a wife
no.
that died.
You have no idea who he is. You know his position, but you don't know who he is.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking what happened to her.
It might
Plague.
help us find out.
Plague
who
a
were-
couple years ago. 5 or 10 now at this point. Stopped counting. Same with the bottles.
Would this guy Otto have known her? And known
Nope.
that
He wouldn't have. He was he lived in Perch, and I visited there once. He was trying to show off for the head. Okay, he doesn't stammer, but for the Ocean's Eye, he was showing off, and he noticed that I was interested in his magics, and ever since then he's been following me around.
the Ocean's Eye?
Yeah, the head of Birch, the Ocean's Eye, Morgan. Yeah, so the Ocean's Eye, his last name, Morkin is his last name, Morken. Morkin. You would all know this because even Turk would know this. All of the Alliance heads have a title. And like you would know based on where you're from, and so when it comes up, I have them all written down, but when it comes up I'll mention them. But for Perch, the head of Perch is known as the Ocean's Eye Morkin.
Okay.
So Otto's probably not still in Perch. He's been following you. He's probably here in town.
Well, I haven't seen him in a while now, but God, it had to be a month or 3, maybe, even farther. I've been moving around lately doing my rounds, and I finally made it over to Split River.
Could you describe what he looks like?
Yeah, he's lanky fella, skinny, a little bit nuts in the head, black hair. Just looks like it might have been ripped off of something dead, that's for certain. But smells bad. That's God, I remember that.
Doesn't smell like incense.
Not the one that your friend just shoved me in my face.
And one of his signature things is that he's smelly. That's an identifying trait. Interesting.
That's what I remember about him. The
Was
fact that I never let him get close to me, but I could still smell him.
I was gonna ask if he was up in your face a lot, but
Would you
Don't
say
let me
he smelled
crazies
like
get
the
up in my
bowls?
face. You all are lucky.
was he?
Did he smell like the bowls?
The bowls. Not really. Those didn't smell like much, honestly. They're dead too long. At least the only one. Oof. He wipes his hand with the bar rag. A little bit of blood, a little bit of bleeding on it. He's just getting that off. And bone splinters and stuff and that. And Rick is, in the corner, shaking, bottle in one hand, trying to pour it, getting it all over his hand. He is not having a great day. But, yeah.
Well, it seems like we could all use a good night's sleep. It is nighttime now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the sun is down at this point. You can see that there's and you would have seen this as you walked up as well. There's a line of torches that goes down into town.
Okay.
This is a great time if you'd like to show everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have.
beautiful.
Wow. Did you draw this?
No, separate.
I did.
Ooh, that's cool.
Thank you.
So we are up in here,
Mm-hmm.
and we.
So you guys are up here at the summer.
Wow.
You wanna draw?
Yeah, so the Summer Grain Farm is this one here. You guys were attacked off this direction a little bit,
Okay.
so you just walked back into the house here. You would know that along this trail here, there's a bunch of torches and stuff and lanterns, so that you can find your way back into town. It is a bit of a walk. It took you guys about an hour to get up here, and probably an hour to get back. And then you would know that this tavern right here is the Garden of Olives. That's in the Living Third.
Okay.
Yeah. So Goroz, he polishes off the bottle of whiskey. He is thoroughly tipsy now, and he turns to you guys and says, "I'll throw you each 5 gold if you get me back to the 3 Points Bastion alive."
Oh, we can do that.
Is that this thing?
Yeah, so that is the center point on the point of the 3 rivers,
Alright.
or the 2 rivers that split.
I imagine I'm about to say, we'll just do it for free, and then
No.
Nika grabs me.
I hear. Yeah, if I hear you, I will. Because you're up ahead on top of the bar. I will.
You're like, he knocked me out.
You're like,
Oh yeah, you're next to me.
You said your
whatever.
footsteps on my throat.
No, I just
We're great
I'll
at
just-
keeping people alive.
good.
deal. Let's make our way back.
Yeah, and so you guys start walking back. It's pretty quiet. It's a quiet night. There's some crickets in the distance. Honestly, not much going on. Seems pretty relaxed at this point.
Would we walk back down over the pathway down to the river?
Yeah, that would be the best path.
That
There's
would
not.
be the logical path.
Yeah, there's no. Oh, so I was
Could-
trying to display it on here, but I didn't have a really good way. These are cliffs. Like I said, I don't have a good way to display
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So,
just-
Traditionally, like palisades are lifted areas above where rivers are,
Okay.
and then water's transported up the hills.
Okay.
So this area on top is, man, I'm trying to think of think how the four of us would know. I don't know if you guys know USD. It's like the USD above Morena.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
just like
There's like a little bit of
like-
like canyons and hills that go up that way.
Okay.
like
but-
the far side of the La Jolla Beach. That's just like it drops off.
A little bit,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
It's not like steep, but it's not climbable. That's why there's
Cool, all right,
switchbacks and stuff.
Ah, that makes more sense now. Okay, cool. Yeah.
so yeah,
we'll,
you
we'll
can't
head
walk
back down
straight
that way. Back.
Mhm.
So it takes us an hour to reach town, or it would have taken us
It'll
an hour
ta-
to reach the tavern.
It'll take you about an hour to get back to the 3 Points Bastion,
Cool.
which there's only one entrance to. It is on the side of the cobbled walk.
I would like to keep a close eye and see if anyone responds
Mhm.
visually to him.
Yeah. So make a perception check. I'll say with, I assume your help because you have dark vision as well.
Sure.
Make a perception check with advantage for this evening.
Perception.
Yep.
14. Or 14.
14.
Is it too late to give her guidance? Should I have said it before she rolled?
You're giving her advantage at the moment.
Okay, so that's
you're fine.
I got you.
I mean, you can if you want to. You can add a D4. Go ahead.
It's too late. Oh no.
No,
yeah,
do it.
You're saying?
Go ahead.
17.
Ooh.
17. It's there's very quiet this evening. At this point, it's about 7 or 8 p.m. There's not really a clock time, like our world. But you guys are walking back. The streets are pretty quiet. Some people are walking back from taverns or bringing their carts back home.
I'm not so quiet. Every now and then there's just a little explosion and like a small curse.
Oh my gosh.
It just mumblings of
He
almost
offered
got it.
us how much each to take him back?
A 5.
5 gold
5 gold.
each.
If we make it there.
If he makes it back.
Why? Fiametta, do you have any healing spells left?
I do. Do you need healing?
No, but I think Goroz could probably use some.
Goroz, are you hurt?
He looks down and there is an open wound on him that is covered with blood and booze at this point, and a dirty bar rag. And he looks and he says, "Yeah, maybe."
Yeah.
Because at this point he's drunk. He's walked a couple miles.
Grab my hand. Put it on.
I don't mind.
Can we double cure wounds and I can also put my hand on it?
You can do as much
We've
cure
had
wounds
like
as you
3
like.
people with cure wounds because I
Oh
also
god,
do.
I'm gonna have to really
Good,
kill
I'm
you guys.
so glad I didn't
We
take that.
we ambush it.
I'm gonna really have to fucking kill you guys.
This is
goddamn.
my only level of cure wounds.
Okay.
So he is hurt, not immensely, but it's not he's gorged out. It's like he's scraped up a bit. He didn't get impaled by a horn.
Last time you'd said he had like 3 HP left.
He does.
He's
he's-
He doesn't have a lot of HP.
He's squishy. Okay.
He's squishy, at least for.
Got it.
He got hit, but he's not going to die from his wounds.
Okay.
It's okay. I just wanted to make it there.
Do you have spell slots available?
Yeah.
Would you mind giving him a quick heal? And can I cast Shield of Faith?
Sure, you can do whatever you want.
It it only lasts 10 minutes, but if someone else doesn't
How
mind-
long are we walking within the city?
So
to-
once you get to the city, it's probably like 20 minutes.
So once we get into the city,
Okay.
or close,
Well,
about
if-
halfway to the bastion, maybe.
Well, if we're gonna go to bed, I can heal him and cast the Shield of Faith.
Well, let's. If you, it's up to you guys. It's your spell slots.
Arma, would you cast Cure Wounds on him, please?
I don't even look up from my explosions and things, and I just hold my hand out.
And he looks down because you're like touching like his thigh, and he just like moves closer to the wound. Yeah. What? Roll for healing there.
Cure Wounds would be 1d8.
D8. Plus your spellcasting modifier.
And also, if you guys want to see the maps, they are here.
That is the
This
wrong
map,
dice.
that's
Oh,
my
what
map,
happened
but
to my
there's a map
D20?
there.
Oh, there it is. It's hiding under your fine.
What did you
2
use to
plus
draw
5.
this?
Huh? So there's an app called Incarnate. What's yeah?
2 plus 5.
2 plus 5 is 7. So he appreciates it. He's still a little couple scrapes, but
Excuse me, come down here, please. And I want to put my hand on his head, and I just like kind of toss up a little scrap of paper with a little bit of writing on it, and cast Shield of Faith, and a little shimmery field goes around him, and he gets a +2 bonus to his AC for 10 minutes.
rad, perfect. He thanks
His
you.
armor class.
Yeah. He thanks you.
Try
you
not
can-
to get hit.
You can kind of tell he is at the point of drunk where he is just saying yes to like pretty much anything.
Oh, I'm gonna climb up on his shoulders.
He does not allow that, unfortunately.
He's not that drunk.
Goroz is his first name. His last name is Windbreak.
Ah. Goroz, what are you worried about running into? Why do you say if we get back alive?
Well, there's a couple farms in the area, and I wonder how many cows have been dead for how long.
Do you
Decent point.
do you have reason to believe another cow was going to come at us?
Have you wronged any cows in your life?
Do you have something against cows?
Do you eat a lot of beef?
Are you
drink too much
vegetarian?
milk.
Look at
No,
me.
yes, no.
Okay.
Did you repeat all that?
No. He like that was a lot of questions for me. He's like, no cows.
His best.
he is trying his best. He drank like half a bottle of whiskey.
And
so
wine that-
and wine that he did not like, but he threw it against the wall. And he was already drunk when he got there.
We just left Rick. Alright.
Well, he lives there.
Yeah. Alright.
He
Listen,
locked the
I
door.
can't-
So
listen.
no one's getting him.
That guy's not holding up. If I have time tomorrow, I'll visit him. But yeah, at the end of the day, he was the guy trying to scale. We're just gonna hang out with my friends.
We
for now.
reached the
So at this
bastion
point,
yet?
you guys are pulling up to the guard gate, and
Oh, we're
and Goroz is
Yeah,
like
we're going.
Okay.
Goroz-
He doesn't even notice her legs are so long.
Goroz
okay.
is like arm over your shoulder, like hanging on, like, hey, let me in.
Me?
Yeah. Well, they're all short, so I don't.
Has he pulled down my
I'm
hood?
not sure.
He has not.
Nice.
He has not.
He's over my shoulder.
Like,
wouldn't have.
I'm too
us,
tall.
yeah, to us, we're just like a short party.
And so, like the guards look down and they're like, Master Windbreak, open the gate.
Please take him. I do not want to deal with this anymore. My back is tired. We have walked several miles.
You don't have any cows in there, do you?
We had beef for dinner. I think they threw the bones in the river, though.
I think that's
Beef
probably-
is dead cow.
And
There's no undead, dead, alive.
That's suspicious.
Well, keep.
We will
keep the
explain
bones
in the
river.
morning. Can you please just take?
But don't forget our
Gross.
payment.
So they open the door, and they take him in, and they shut the door right behind him.
Okay.
They don't pay us.
And so you guys are standing there. It's about 8:30.
Can I have swiped his coin first before you left?
You know
Is
what?
it on
You know
me?
what? I'll let it while in post. Usually you have to say it before he's gone, just for future.
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Hang on, hold on, please.
This is
What
against
is
his
math?
perception, which I have disadvantage at.
18.
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take his coin purse, which I was not prepared for. He has about 14 gold on him and 6 silver.
So they're gonna shut the door, and you're gonna be all sad that he didn't pay us, and I'm just gonna hold up the coin purse.
Which does not have enough to pay
yeah,
off.
I'm gonna look inside and say, he was absolutely bluffing. He never intended to pay us, but we each get 2 gold. And
I
I'll keep the
scratch
change.
So yeah, you all
So I
gained
add
2
2
gold.
gold.
This is an
Your-
ethical quantity. I'm
An
scratching my
average-
head. I'm like,
So
was
it
that
was
okay?
it was 14, so that's minus 8, so 6 gold and 7 silver for Abby. Or 6 silver. 6 gold,
Yeah.
6 silver.
6 gold, 6 silver.
Yep.
And the rest is 2 gold.
And the rest of you get 2 gold.
Wait, that doesn't add up. 4 gold for her.
This is 8.
2 gold
2, 4,
each.
6,
Yeah.
8,
And
9, 10, 11,
it was
12,
14.
13,
Well, there's only
14.
4 of us.
Yeah.
You're not playing.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
Technically he is. He's every other character.
I get to play every
So
single
we each
gold.
get
You get 2 gold.
2 gold.
my little thing.
Here, have 2 gold. I
Cute.
have little coins. So yeah, the door is shut behind you
So
guys.
I have his-
You're slightly richer because you only spent 9 silver this morning.
That's true.
So, well, plus whatever's on Turk's tab.
Yeah.
I paid mine.
You paid yours. You were paid up. And you guys paid for your breakfast in advance, so you're good.
Nice.
Yeah. And well, you can head back and see what's open. It's up to you guys.
Where?
Do
So
any
wait.
So
of
you
us
guys are at
live
the entrance
here?
of the 3 Points Bastion, which is the
We
gate
are
right here. Sorry,
Here.
it's in your way. Sorry, it's right
So
there.
we're
for you.
there.
Do any of us live in this city? Like, oh,
I've been here about a day, but I can't tell you much about that day. To be entirely honest.
oh, okay. Did something bad
It's been a
happen?
weird few days. Oh. It certainly has been.
What town am I from?
You're from King's Crest.
Yeah, I got into a bit of a scuffle outside of town with a goat that got it. I don't even know how to explain this goat. It is a regular old giant goat that should not have been aggressive. But for some reason it was chasing and killing children, so someone has to take care of it, and then I was there. and so I happened to be passing through town, and they didn't have anybody to take care of it, so I did. And this thing had this dagger. I'm gonna pull out my dagger, and it's this weird. It's a really.
It's a very ornate, curved, like ceremonial-esque dagger, and with red leather hilt and a red leather handle and a ivory hilt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it had this dagger stuck in its head, and it was not particularly hard to take down. It's just a goat. One arrow to its side, and it was gone. And so, of course, you go and look at this weird thing sticking out of his forehead. I pulled it out, and I woke up in a tavern 2 days later. So, I don't know what this thing does. Honestly, I'd kind of forgotten about it until just now. So,
Well,
yeah.
She pulls out this dagger, and first time my character actually looks up, it just. I sense something interesting.
Magic.
Immediately
Have you
look.
ever seen anything like this
Immediately
before?
eye that, and I want to make a probably a history check.
And I'll
Make a
hand
history
it-
check. Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
hand it to you to take a look at.
Yeah. 15
15
plus 5.
plus 5. You do kind of recognize this dagger from maybe a book that you've read. It's definitely from the Dynasty era.
Yeah.
It's elven, but there's like a couple stains around the hilt. Blood, but it is old blood, rusted, and some even more fresh a little bit. It is a sacrifice. It's meant for sacrifice and for pain. A painful sacrifice, not like a quick here you go, gods.
Is there any
I'm assuming you're telling us this.
There are no
Yes.
inscriptions.
Okay.
I'm literally like, my lady, you have no idea what you hold right there. That is a sacrificial dagger from the Elven Dynasty era.
Dan,
Yes, ma'am.
if something needs material components, that's not something that we've got? We would need to go out.
Starting
and
at level
that,
1,
right?
I would assume that you have things. The only things that you don't necessarily have are if it has a gold value next to it.
Okay.
Those things you do need to go out and purchase.
Okay.
And when you level up, if there's an item that's like really weird, like for Fireball, you need bat guano. You would have to go out and find at least a supply of it, and generally like potions or like a magic shop would have something like that. That goes for all of you. Most spells do have verbal, spoken word, material, an item that you need to have to cast it. Like for alarm, it's a silver thread that doesn't necessarily get consumed because you can just pick it back up and use it again. And then a somatic, so like a hand gesture or hand sign, or other. If you don't have arms, you can do something else.
If we, okay. If we do a lot of jobs together and we make a lot of money, we can buy a pearl, a fancy pearl that's worth, let's say, about 100 gold pieces. And with that pearl, I could talk to my god and figure out what your dagger is.
Alright, so let's go do some jobs. And I'm going to pass you one of the gold that I took. Because I kept too many.
You can
No.
have this.
I say friends support each other, and I take one of my gold I got tonight and give it to the cause.
Oh, we can.
We'll pool. We'll
if
keep
we're
it as a
gonna
pool.
be friends, we can just have party money. Would you guys
I don't
like
know how
to
to
stay
track
friends?
that.
Joint account.
Yeah.
For now, since you will be the one purchasing the pearl,
Okay.
I'm going to give it to you. But you have to say that piece of gold.
Okay, I will save
I
it.
just tried to
For a
look at you and I blinked with both eyes.
I will
That didn't work.
I'll blink with both eyes back at you.
That is what you have learned so far. So I just handed her an item card. So I will probably get better ones in the future, but for the moment, Abby has an item card. It has the title, and then if any special effects, and then there's a special thing called attunement that exists in Dungeons and Dragons. You can only be attuned to up to 2 items at a time, unless you are of a specific class. And because attunement items tend to be a lot stronger. You can choose to attune or de-attune from items. It takes a little bit of time, but generally in like downtime like this, it doesn't matter at all. Abby's item does not require attunement, but it does provide, whenever she rolls damage with it, a +1.
Cool.
So it is closing in on like 8:45. What would you guys like to do?
Well, since we can't really learn anything about this right now, it sounds like it might be time to take a rest. Should we head back?
We could go to the Garden of Olives.
So there's a party
do
there.
it.
I think bartender likes me.
Tally will take us back
Um,
after as much as you owe him.
No, we're good friends. He would
And
do me like that.
So as you guys are starting to walk back towards the Garden of Olives, you hear as someone up on the guard tower above you yells down, "Hey!
Hi!
The Master Windbreak says he'll have someone meet you in the morning at the tavern." And then he also drops a small coin purse off the side.
Sweet.
Oh.
It contains 2 silver. And pay for his room. His stuff's still in there.
Oh!
Ooh, let's go through his stuff.
He doesn't need to pay for him. I'll just put it with me. One goes
Well,
So
we
you
don't have to tell
pocket
them.
it.
Don't tell them that.
So yeah,
So who caught the purse? Who caught the coin purse?
he was
I'm
talking. He
tall.
was talking to
talking
you,
to-
but you're tallest, so
You're
you
the
can have
tallest,
it.
so you're going to.
Here you go. Let's go through his stuff.
Cool. We'll
think
go
at
back
the tavern,
to the
right?
tavern
Yeah.
and
So you walk in,
we'll give
and
that back to Tally, or
Yeah, you walk
you'll put
in.
it on your tab.
We'll see.
Tally sees the 4 of you walk in. Or you know what? He probably sees you first. You're probably the first one in that door, huh? And
I
because
said,
you're so excited.
Tally,
to see.
you wouldn't believe the day we've had. Pour her some drinks. I'll tell you all about it.
He puts out 5 glasses, and he's just like, "Oh Lord, I hope I ever get paid," and starts filling up these glasses.
I'm gonna give him the 2 silver for the room.
You give him
Feel
the 2
bad for
silver.
him.
Tally, we've also been tasked to remove Goroz windbreaks things and bring them back to the Bastion. We had a.
Is he coming back?
No, but here's
Unlikely.
2 silver for him.
Okay, so you pay
There's
for
the room,
his room,
The last of the pay for his room, and we'll return his things to the Bastion.
and he. You know what, Abby? Make a deception check, because you were not asked to do that. Did you think you were gonna get that by me?
9?
With all your bonuses?
Yeah.
You rolled a 10. Well, he rolled an 8 plus 2. And 2 on his
Oh, that was so close.
So he looks at you and he's like, I'm not letting you in the Alliance head assistant's room, but I'll take his payment.
They just gave us the coin purse, right?
Yeah, they just gave you the coin purse containing 2 silver.
That was all that was in the coin
That was
purse.
all that was in the coin purse.
Can we get
You
the
have an
room
extra coin
next
purse,
door
though.
and then cut out the wall?
Where are our rooms?
So
Our
there
friend?
are a total of
I don't know.
Sure.
there
we
are
don't know, Fia.
there are 5 rooms and tallies.
Wait. Okay.
You 2 had a room, I believe. You did not.
No.
You did. And you did not.
Could not.
So-
the
Right,
odds
so-
are we're
so
gonna
at the
have one
moment-
next
okay.
to it.
At the moment, Garoz's room has his room to his own. They each have 2 beds in them because they're bunked.
Yeah.
Garoz has his own room, so that one is off. Tally has 1, so there are 4 more, minus the one that you guys have, so there are 2 more. Because you have an extra bunk in yours, and there's 2 rooms that are empty.
Okay.
Are
Oh no,
either,
1 room that's empty because there's
are
another guy
either
in the
of
tower.
theirs next to Groz's?
All right.
The only one next to Garoz's is Tally's room.
All right. I'm going to.
Both are locked.
I'm going to pull on Mika's leg. Right. I'm gonna say, I think on my way in, I drop one of my shells. It's kind of scary at night. Can you help me look behind the bar real quick? I have those eyes.
All right, sure.
Be
Let's
quick, be
find
quick.
your shell.
All right, we go out back. Mika. Tally's my friend, but I think he's starting to get upset with me that I know him so much. And you guys seem like you're being with me through thick and thin. I mean, that was a crazy fight. And you guys, I'm also very proud of you for opening up tonight. Like, here's a shell. I didn't lose it out here. I had it in my pocket the whole time. But listen, give me a sec with Tally. I'm going to, either try to drink him under the bar. A bartender, right? It seems pretty ambitious, right? But I
That
can
is
try
ambitious, but
it.
alright.
Or, if push comes to shove, I'll just put him to Dreamville.
What?
I'm not gonna kill him. I have sleep. You in? Trust is a two-way street, Mika. And
How much do you owe this man?
that is not a factor. We can. That is
You
literally.
just said you were worried that he's getting upset with you because you owe him so much.
Yeah, but
How
it's like
much do you owe him?
there's longevity to this. It's a later problem. The current issue right now is we need to see if Gross has anything important because that seems like what
Yes.
the party wants and it seems what you want. So
Can I contribute enough gold to bring your tally down that will make him more likely to accept your proposition or whatever you want to call it?
I'm pretty good at drinking games. You can count on me.
If you get into trouble, let me know how much you owe and see if we can pay some off.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll help you, but it may be wise to get the others in on this. Or, actually, I think they're good on that. Never mind. It would be nice to have them on our side, but I think they're
Okay.
just charismatic enough on their own.
Let me focus.
You
I
just
don't
hear
think Arlo
explosions.
is gonna pay any attention. I think Arlo is in his own world.
They
so
seem pretty
we'll-
smart. My
Arno,
friends are
Arno, with an N.
I
Sorry.
was right. I knew
They
it.
seem
Or no.
pretty. They seem pretty smart, or at least I don't want
They
to say
may catch
anything
on. We'll see if they
compliant.
catch on. All right.
Go with the flow.
So while this is happening, you've bought your own room. I don't know if you want to share with Mika or not. You can discuss that. But you've paid
Yes, I
2
do.
silver for a night's room and a breakfast in the morning.
2 silver.
And you guys have re-upped yours, so 2 silver from either of you.
Okay.
And you know what? No, each of you. It's per person. Because it includes breakfast if you stay the night.
So would it be 4 for
Um,
if I'm staying with her as well?
if you want to pay for Mika, you may. But that
That's
is
what
up-
she said she would do.
It's
Okay.
silver.
So then, yeah, 2 silver each.
So 4 silver. How do you just normally cross it on? What do you... How do you know
And
this?
Travis, 2 silver has been added to
So-
your
so I just do
tab.
Let me see.
Or you can take it out of yours if you want.
Sorry,
It's on the
I can't
tab?
see- I can't
I should
see.
probably write it down.
You
Where's
are-
my tab at right now?
Oh, do you want to ask Tally what your tab is?
No, no, it's fine.
Yeah, so you'll
We'll
go
leave it be.
down a gold piece and
Because you said you were
up.
about to go talk
So
to him.
you're
so.
paying 4 silver,
We'll
so you
leave
go
it
down a
blank.
gold piece and up.
What do you got?
4.
How many silver?
6. 10 to 10.
Oh, no, thank
Or
you.
10 to 1. Up.
So up. What is an EP?
Electro.
I don't think.
EP?
I don't
Electrum.
think we
I don't
really
know what
use
that is.
Electrum.
Electrum
not a
is
currency.
not
It's
a
not a real
currency.
currency.
For not for D.
Let's do.
It's Eberron, I think.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay, so
it's something.
gold
I don't know how to get rid of it.
Down 1 and
Gold
silver
goes
goes
down
up
1,
6.
silver goes up 6.
Okay.
Because you'll have gotten change.
Cool. Yes, I paid for both our rooms.
All right. Travis, would you like to roleplay with Tally? Bartender.
Oh god.
I'm gonna try another extra. Do you want it?
No.
I said, like, you know, climb up the bar stool.
And he
Sit up top.
staring at you.
Tally, can I be honest with you?
Please do.
I know that I come across as very carefree and reckless, and maybe even a little bit arrogant. But I figured it was worth sharing with you tonight. I was really scared. And these 2 sad, dead ghouls just against their will came and attacked us. I think you understand the pains of people. And the reason people come here to this bar, above all, is to drown out their sorrows. Do you know that feeling, Callie?
He starts pouring a drink for himself and for you.
I'll drink to that.
He looks down at you, squints a little bit, pours a 3rd drink, slides it down the bar to you, hands you one.
How far apart are we?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I
was
assumed
gonna
you
say
just
I'm
walked in the
probably
bar
another,
again.
Yeah.
If I had sat down, I would have been probably another 3 or 4
Yeah.
down from you, and then moved
I
closer.
have brewer's supplies. Can I pull out a jug of mead for the 3 of us still at the table?
Sure, go ahead.
That's amazing.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm listening.
So, okay, so I said, you know, this egg on my back.
He takes a sip of drink.
I would you know, do anything for it. And tonight was one of those nights where I realized I might not be able to do enough for it. And I had these thoughts, and it's like the middle of the night at this point. I don't need that right now. I talked about leaving things in the past, but like, I think I need to build this to the future. To us.
Thinks finishes. And,
I will just take a sip.
do you not like it?
No. I
I
don't know what I've been handed.
I start crying.
Okay.
I'll cry. I'll come in.
Yeah,
Whatever. I'm just like, I can listen.
Crying
Whatever.
tonight because he's
of course.
I don't notice any.
Will you help me through this, Sally? Like, you can
Tell
turn
you
up the
what.
tab, and I know.
That one's on the house. He looks at you and he says, not for you. You sipped it, you gotta finish it.
Fair enough.
It's not enough, Tabby. I promise. You know, I joke around about the tab a lot, but I'll get around to it. Can you grab me some top shelf?
He looks. There's one shelf. he grabs another bottle because he just polished off the other one and pours you both another one, and hands it to you.
Tally, you wouldn't know anything about parenthood, would you?
I have me a lad. Ease off fighting a good fight.
Really?
Yeah, shipped off to Breakfeller about 6 years ago. His own choice. Dodged the draft by joining. Huh. Crazy. But that's what he wanted to do. He saw so many adventurers come through here and wanted a piece of it himself, but knew that he wasn't ready on his own.
You know, it's not your fault if your son needs to branch out from his family. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
It's a noble pursuit. Going in service.
Florence is a good kid.
Would you like some mead to drown your sorrows, Tally?
He turns around. He's got his whole
Tally.
self.
Okay. No, I said
I
Tally.
need it.
We're friends here.
We're family.
Get this guy a glass.
I will.
We're all family.
I will pour Tally some mead. I don't know if I have to see if it's any good. It just says that I have brewer's supplies.
He sniffs it, and he goes, "That works." He downs it.
Would I have trained with Florence?
Huh?
Would I have trained with Florence? I probably would have met him.
Because you trained with the military, but then just decided that the military wasn't really for you. So you didn't
And
train
you
with
didn't
him.
read the backstory that I gave you that you couldn't read.
Probably because I couldn't read it. But no.
All right. Well,
Okay, I'm just rolling my dice because it's fun. Yeah.
To family.
To family.
To family, everyone. You know what families do?
What?
They have family game night. Who knows any drinking games?
Oh, I know a drinking game.
we drink.
No, we gotta be festive.
Well, yes. It's called What the Fuck Is Up With That? And what you do,
He takes your 2 glasses and puts out 3 more for the 3 of you, fills them all up, and just looks at you.
what you do is you play rollies, which is rolling a d20, and the person who gets the highest number gets to ask the person who rolled the lowest number a question, and they have to phrase it like, "What the fuck is up with that?" And then if you decide you don't want to answer, you take a drink. And then there's just drinking also. I don't know exactly how it's a drinking game.
Tally
but
picks
you
his,
drink.
finishes it, puts it down, fills it back up, and goes, and is waiting for the rest of you.
Oh!
Tally is in the mood.
And we are off.
Okay, highest number picks.
Highest number gets to ask the lowest number a question.
Who we just hold out.
Abby?
I got 4.
4.
I got 4.
4.
7.
7.
3.
3.
5.
9! He looks at you and says,
I'm not the lowest.
"No, well, he asked anyone."
True, but I suppose you can ask
You can ask
anyone.
the
I don't know.
lowest.
I don't know the
Oh,
rules
if
of
it's
this
the
game.
You
lowest-
said the lowest.
You
I
said
did
the
say
lowest.
the lowest,
Okay,
but
then-
it's okay.
okay.
We
You can ask
can change
anyone.
the rules.
I think it's
It
yeah.
can
That's
be
that's-
anyone.
That rule went over my head.
It's practical.
We
Um,
can change the rules.
So you guys said 4. Did anyone have lower than 4?
I had
You had 3. He looks
But
at
the
me
rules
and
don't
says,
have to stay the
"Why
same."
bees? What the fuck is up with bees?"
Oh, the bees are his fault. Well, we grew up together, and I had a hard time making friends, because I'm a little strange sometimes. And Arno was my friend anyway, and one day we were talking about bugs, and he's very smart, and I don't remember a whole lot about bees, but he said that they make things, and they work very hard, and they are only mean if they're protecting themselves and their friends. And so I thought bees were pretty cool, and Arno went away for a while, and giving people bees helped me make some other friends and not be so lonely while he was gone, and it's a great method, and it works. So that's why bees.
Is Arno paying attention? Is he fully attentive right now? Can I see this?
Ask him. Don't look at me.
No, can I see? I just want to look. I just want to look to see if
Yeah,
Arno's
yeah.
attending to
You-
anything.
Whenever you
one
say-
eye,
if
one
you're-
eye looking, one eye at the. On the
Oh, okay.
It's
like-
Genuinely or like
I've had my head tilted.
If you ever
It's a
want to
mission
ask a
statement.
question of another character, you can just ask them.
Oh, okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
But
like
in perception, like, what-
gesturing at him like he's
does it look
paying
like?
full attention, like I'm
Okay.
kind of talking.
But
at
if what
him
you-
a
Are
bit.
you friends or in a relationship?
Oh, we're friends.
Okay. Just
If ever you ask something of another character that would require a roll, I'll ask it.
Okay. Yeah.
Of
All right.
either
Okay. I
of
got
you.
you. Okay. All right. You're here.
Oh,
I roll?
We'll do.
so-
What we're gonna do? We did one round. We'll do a total of 4, just so that we can get to a break here in a little bit.
Yeah.
We've been playing for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
And everybody take a drink.
Boom.
Whoa! Wild
Down.
drinks again.
What are we drinking? And are we drinking the whole cup, or are we
Whatever you
like?
get your
So
hands on.
this is whiskey.
I'm just so I know where we're at.
This is
I'm
whiskey.
grabbing a sip.
Okay, whiskey.
Yeah.
Hearty-
And after
hearty sip.
after every 2,
Yeah, I'll take it.
we will be doing Constitution saving throws.
And if you would like to add any meat into your whiskey, feel free.
7.
What the heck?
17.
Tally, you should add some meat to your whiskey. I'm going.
He does and drinks it.
Okay.
17.
3.
7.
2. 14.
All right, Abby.
Are we asking of the lowest?
Lowest.
I feel bad
I
because you
think
already
you should
asked.
ask
So
that.
you want to ask someone else.
Speaker,
So-
I think you should ask
allowed.
anyone so that no one feels singled out.
Oh. Hey, Tally. What
Yeah.
the fuck is up with Goroz staying here?
Boo.
Why is he not at the Bastion?
What?
Well, he is tonight. That's what you said.
Yeah, but why was he here?
He's passed out the night before. You guys were asleep on the counter at the same time. I carried him up because he's, important.
Oh, so he likes to drink? Maybe he
That's
likes
an
some meat.
understatement. He still owes me gold from last night.
Oh.
Me too.
You like to drink, or you owe him gold from last night?
Both.
Oh.
So,
Tally, I appreciate
I'll
your
add
honesty.
some
Why don't you
meat
take an
to
extra
your-
swig?
why
Here.
why don't I take more? Are you paying for it?
You got it, buddy.
Downs another one. Fills it up. Roll again.
That's way off of the table. Holy shit.
But that was 2, right? So okay.
So we'll do it after this one. Abby.
14.
14.
10.
10.
19.
19.
7.
7.
20.
20. Go ahead. Any question?
What's his face?
Lower than that.
Immediately on winning. Laser focus. What the fuck is up with the egg?
Oh my gosh. How much do you want to know about my darling child?
I'm ready to cast Detect Magic. Or Identify, which costs 100 gold.
I'm an open book.
Yeah,
I've been
that's-
trying to figure it out myself. I would welcome you on my quest to figure out what this thing is. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what it is. It's mine. We are together. It could be the slimiest demon. It could be the most potent angel you've ever known. It will always be mine.
Can I make a nature check?
You may.
Would you like a bee for your egg?
Would you like? No, just kidding. It wants one.
Okay.
You called him Rick.
15.
Oh, for your egg. My bad.
Oh, I thought you said, would you like the name for your egg, Rick? And I was like,
My bad.
15.
15. So this egg, it is, and I don't think you described it in your backstory, so I'm going to take liberty and describe it visually, at least. It's frozen in ice, about half an inch solid ice around, but it's relatively clear ice. Cold at the touch, but it is the egg itself. It gradients from like a black to a nice almost like white at the top. So it's like a full black to white gradient, and it's like you've probably seen like designs of dragon eggs where they're like scaled or whatever. It's not like that. It looks like a dragon fruit, but in ice. That is it's like from what you can tell and what you've read, it doesn't look like nature.
Yeah.
It looks like a really weird looking egg.
Alright.
So what we'll do, we'll all roll a Constitution saving throw. So saving throws are basically you have been hit, but how much you're going to get hit. There is a section that says saving throws. You get a proficiency on one of those based on your class. Abby?
What am I looking
Where
for?
is it?
Constitution?
Yep.
18.
18. Travis, you succeed. Travis.
Oh, I don't have mine. I don't know where it is. Hold on.
It's up here.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. My constitution.
Yep. The number plus that. And if you have proficiency, you get to
4.
add your proficiency. Travis, you fail. You are considered drunk at this
Okay.
point. You have disadvantage on all ability checks. Erica,
16.
16, you pass.
9.
9, you fail.
I do.
Fiametta, you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
That's going to be
Wait, did you succeed at
one
Ooh.
win extra, so 6 total.
6 total.
Um,
That is a fail.
Immediate explosion.
Immediate explosion.
So
Love that. The
covered
glass
face.
is gone.
Yeah.
and,
I'm out of it.
and
I
Tally
just try to patch
Tally
down a
succeeds.
How does a disadvantage work?
So disadvantage
Like
means
the
you
opposite
roll
of advantage?
2 dice and take the lower. You're forced to take the lower of the 2. You still get to add all your bonuses and everything. When it comes to advantage versus disadvantage, if you end up with both, it's just a straight roll.
Sure.
They cancel each other out
matter
no
how
matter
many.
how many of each you have. If you have 1,000 advantages and 1 disadvantage, you have a straight roll.
Okay.
Same with the other way around. So Tally, he looks at you guys. He notices you're kind of just you're taking it. You're like, I don't want this. Like, why are we doing this? You're like, Tally, take another one. Go again. We gotta get you drunk. You're just like, because you succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are just like, and you are just like, and so he's like, alrighty, we're gonna call it there, and like collects all the glasses.
Oh,
And
come on, Tally, one more round. I'm not even drunk
I'm
yet.
not giving more drink to people who are already gone.
Tally!
You said you were playing
Tally,
4.
Tally.
What
This
is
one
more?
won't even know if you give him a shot of water.
What?
I'll pay for your drink.
What?
Let's give him one more.
So what he does, he
I want
pours
to find out more about
he
these
pours-
fools.
2 shots of whiskey for you 2, and water for the 3 of you, and a shot of whiskey for himself. Everybody roll a d20. For those of you who, this isn't an ability check,
Yeah.
so everyone's just rolling their straight.
Oh.
Putting
Abigail.
some meat in my water.
Mika is 15. Turk.
10.
Turk.
20.
Another P. 20.
Not
12.
12.
14.
14. It is your question to ask.
I can ask anyone.
Anyone you'd like.
I didn't think I was gonna win.
It can be literally anything. You can ask them where they're from if you want to. What the fuck is up with you? And then we're gonna take our break after this.
Where are you guys in town? Where are you heading?
We're searching for artifacts. We're archaeologists.
Do you know Velk?
No.
Well,
So you would have read
I
about
do. Yes.
well,
But tell me more.
it.
well. Velk really likes stuff that's been made. He likes stuff. And I like stuff. And I like making stuff. And so does he. And sometimes Velk lets me know that there's stuff around. And he says, go get it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for stuff for Velk.
Yeah,
And Arno's coming too.
It
Is this
is.
your patron?
So, not necessarily a patron. Patrons are warlock specific. This is just her.
It's my god.
Her god.
God.
Yeah, her deity of choice. Velk is the god of forge and fire. For those of you, you'd probably all at least know about him, except maybe Turk, but that's fine. So yeah, that.
Yeah, Velk thinks there's stuff to find here.
That'll conclude the drinking game. For the sake of expediency, we will take our break. He adds 2 silver to your tab. You take 2 silver. You already were paid for by her. You guys are taken care of. We'll take our break and pick up back in the morning. That's okay. So what we're gonna do is we've all taken a long rest, regained all our spell slots, all our hit points. You already had all your level 2 stuff acquired, so we're gonna hop back in. It is morning. Come down from your rooms. Smell of bacon and garlic. Baking from the kitchen. Tally's already like singing up some fresh juices and stuff for people. And you see there is a table that was different. You're all waking up at different times and seeing this, but as you come down in the morning, you see there's a table that is like the other tables have been pushed to the sides of the room. There's no one else in the tavern except for like one guy getting breakfast that looks like he's been here. He comes here every day. and there is a gentleman. Is this a female who's sitting there? She's very like spectacled, very like, I'm waiting here for people, and I have things to say to people. And as you come down, Tally like nods to her, and she beckons you over, each and every one of you, and you sit down, her, and then 5 chairs in front of her.
So like we come down one at a time.
One at a time, or
pairs.
throughout, and it's very quiet.
What does the table look like?
Just a regular table, very similar. It's like this one, a little bit bigger. So it very much, huh?
Is there anything on it?
It looks like she has like a cup of water or whatever, and maybe had a plate of food, and that, but it is just, it's empty, and she's just waiting.
Kind of a side note, Thea kind of feels like today's a special day because it's her like first day with her like properly new friends. So when she's doing her hair, she kind of makes like a faux beard out of it, kind of like braids it and does so that she's got a dwarven beard because it's a big day and she wants to look her best out with her new friends.
Absolutely. Anything else you guys want to do before you come down, or?
I wouldn't leave our room until she's awake and ready to leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say we would come down together.
I probably would have been awake before you, unless you were an early riser.
No.
Alrighty. So, unless there's anything else, we'll resume from 5 of you sitting across from this female waiting for you.
Hi, are you here to be friends? Would you like a bee?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay.
My name is Sylvie. Sylvie Veilpiercer. You might know my sister, Lexi. She looks around the table. None of you have any idea who that is. Actually, you know what? Make a history check.
Probably
No,
do.
okay.
I'm just not listening.
Yeah, you have.
Like I have a history check.
You're like playing with a bone from yesterday. Like,
Literally 14.
Click it.
yeah. So make a history check for me. 14.
Wait, you said the P's are already incorporated in the plus.
If you got it from D&D Beyond, yes,
okay.
it is.
14. Sorry.
And I don't believe your proficiency bonus goes up at level 2.
Okay.
It's
It
still
would-
2 on yours?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it stays the same.
Natural 1 minus.
Oh, I
1.
was just for her.
My
Yeah,
bad.
sorry. So you have heard the name before? You know the last name Veilpiercer. Veilpiercer happens to be the River Warden. So that would be the head of River, Split River, is Lexi, L-E-X-E, Veilpiercer, like pierce the veil. And this is her sister, Sylvie, who has just introduced herself to
Is
you.
the river warden, you said?
River Warden, yep. So just River Warden Veilpiercer is the title, and you would know that.
And that's like the ocean's eye.
Yep. So they sit on the council.
Yeah.
Mercy. I'd like to thank you all for handling Goroz and all of his problems.
He does owe us money.
He was attacked by dead cows.
Promised us 5 gold each if we return him safely.
Indeed he was. He did mention that. You did steal his coin purse.
No, we didn't.
5 gold each.
We stole his coin purse?
I don't think we did that.
No, he handed it to me.
He handed it to her.
And so
Either
he
way,
pay us
The
rest
guards
later.
on the wall say differently.
The guards are wrong.
They
And she
can-
passes you 8 silver, which is the difference.
That's not the
No.
That's not the difference.
It was 14.
At all.
It was 4. Oh no, it was,
No.
5. No, it's 5 gold apiece, so 25 gold. So 11 gold. Oh, 10 gold and 4 silver is the difference. Because it was 14.6. So 10 gold and 4 silver.
I'll pass it out to us later.
It has come to our attention that there may or may not be a necromancer within our city limits, within our jurisdiction. And seeing that you took care of the incident last evening at the Summer Grain Estate, we would like you to deal with that. We will offer you a sum of money from the office of the Alliance head. Should you choose to accept this, we have spoken with Mr. Summergrain and tracked the footprints of a gentleman. Our scouts have found a hut outside of town, about a mile or two outside of town. They've tracked him there. From there on, it is up to you. Goroz has requested him dead or alive.
Does the reward change?
The reward that Goroz suggested was a little ridiculous. But we have cut it in half to 75 gold for the head of this necromancer.
So dead is 75 and alive is
75. She adjusts her glasses. He suggested 150, but honestly, I'm pretty sure Lexi wishes he was dead.
Is he bothering Lexi also?
No, the necromancer. She could care less. Goroz, she would like dead.
Sorry.
I don't think she would care if he were dead. Let me rephrase that.
Is he causing you guys problems?
Goroz is a difficult man, and though this is his first time through, where in his place, Mrs. King's Crest usually is the one who arrives. Mistress King's Crest is usually the one who arrives to handle us, because her and Lexi are old friends. When he has come through in the past, though he may not remember it, he has been quite a handful.
How long has he been here this time?
He came in 2 days ago,
Has he been attacked by dead cows before?
not to my knowledge.
Any other animals?
He didn't share, but I don't think it would be a impossibility. There are quite a lot of evil things in the hills. And you see that in the doorway, which is still being more or less repaired, there's 2 guards standing there, and one of them raises his hand, and she sees it out of like the reflection of her glasses, and says, "Well, I really must be going. Would you like to accept or decline?"
I don't think it's a bad deal.
I'd like to figure out who made the cows mean.
What happens if we don't succeed?
Well, when you're up against a necromancer, it might bring 5 more adventurers to our gates, but I'm sure our town's guard can handle 5 dead adventurers.
That's okay. There won't be 5 dead adventurers.
We won't take any punishment on you if that's what you're asking.
Yes. Thank you.
Sounds like a win-win.
Do you have no information other than that it was traced to the hut outside of town?
When you meet up with our scout in the field, you may ask them any other questions. I have only just been informed that we located it.
Who are we meeting?
That would
When?
be a Victa Wheatgrass.
Victor Wheatgrass?
Victa.
Victa.
She's one of my finest scouts. The River Warden and her patrols are well known for finding our targets.
How long has she been doing this for?
My sister or the scout?
Scout.
The scout has been in our service longer than I have been my sister's assistant. So, more than 20 years.
I like the cut of her jib.
It seems like a lot to go for one person.
When it comes to high-level people within the Alliance. We try to take care of these situations rapidly. It's much harder to replace them,
Even if we dislike them.
even if we dislike them. She laughs. So, Mrs. Brightwood?
I'm not a Mrs.
Miss.
If I knew who Mrs. Brightwood is.
That was a Zephyr mistake. not a Sylvie mistake. Sylvie does not make mistakes. She's very particular about that. I make that mistake all the time. My apologies. Miss Brightwood, you accept. I hear you're in the employ of Miss Chalice. Would you like me to ask her instead?
Yes,
Miss Chalice?
I believe the team feels confident in our abilities.
Good.
Explosion of agreement from my side.
We're gonna do such a good job. Just wait.
She hits her glasses and you can see she just freezes and goes 70 gold. 5 for my glasses.
Oh, I see it and immediately cast mending.
And she pauses. She's like
75, and I'll take the deal.
75. And then she passes out an additional 25 now and 50 upon return, either with him or with part of him.
Okay, wait.
Question.
Trying to
I have
work
to snap
out.
out of my character. What's up?
I'm working out the math
Okay.
that
15.
I did because I took 6 plus gold. Which
Okay.
means I have extra, but I gave 1 to you, so
You
you
gave
have
1 to
5.
me.
I have 6
So
extra
you
silver.
So you would be gaining, or just take off 6 silver and divide it among these 3.
Okay,
We
and then the
should
rest
each
get 3 additional
Yeah, we
to
should
what we
each
had
have
last
5
time.
at the end.
Yeah.
And then you are all gaining another
So
5.
I'll take out 6 silver.
Because she's handing you 25 right now and 50 total
Remove.
upon your return.
And so we have we'll have party money, or do we each add
That is
5?
up to you guys.
There's 2 gold of party money.
5 gold is party money.
Hmm?
Because you're getting 25.
Oh. Wait. So are we keeping party
I
money
think
for
it
the
might be-
moment?
To make
I
it
think
to make
It
it
might
simple.
be easier to just each
just
do our
split
own.
it. Yeah, so we'll split 20,
Mhm.
25 across 5, so we'll each add 5.
To make it simple, you are all up 8 gold. No,
No,
No.
10.
10
8
gold.
plus
10
the
gold.
2.
I keep thinking I
But
said
well,
15.
it would have
but-
been 8 because we would have already given you 2.
Yeah, 8 more.
8 more.
10 total since we started.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
say he had 25 on him?
No, you had 14 and
Oh,
6
that's right.
silver.
And then they gave you the additional. Yes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
finished it.
Yeah, so you're all up a total of 10 gold, minus the 2 silver from those, or 2 or 4 from those of you who
I'll
have
also
paid.
give her back Goroz's coin purse, which is now empty.
She doesn't take it.
Got
She
it.
just leaves it on the table. It's just a pouch. It's not anything
Okay, well, I'll
fancy.
keep
She
it.
just
Oh,
keeps
never
it.
mind. I had assumed that his would have been nice, but no, I'll keep
you,
it.
you get the idea that he has probably been robbed before
Ah,
and does not keep it in an expensive sack.
reasonable. All right. No, then I won't.
So,
buy. I'll
she-
take it.
After delivering the gold, she explains that you'll be taking the North Road. It's about 1.5 miles outside of town. Up on the hill, on the right side of the road, as you're heading north, you'll find our scout waiting for you. Her name again is Victor.
All right. Should we depart now?
We've had breakfast. Let's have breakfast.
Do we need? Yeah, we should have breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
So, go ahead.
So
Would you
what
like to
time
stay
what
for
time are we
breakfast?
expecting to meet her? To meet
I'm sorry?
Victor? What time are we expecting to meet Victor, or expected to meet Victor?
She looks
As
at you
soon
and
as
says,
possible.
"That's Master Victor's."
Master Gilkey, so what time are we
As soon
expecting?
as possible. Before he leaves. Would be.
Would you like to stay for breakfast?
I've already eaten, thank you.
Okay.
And she stands, bows, and leaves with her guards.
Sorry, what am I doing? Sorry.
I was taking
That was my fault.
Alright.
Alright, I get to drop that.
All right. We eat breakfast.
You eat
Or I eat
breakfast. Yep, breakfast was included with your stays, so you don't need to pay anything additional. Anything you want to do before you head out of town?
Does anyone need weapons or materials?
Hang on, I'm checking how many lives I've got.
How many people in the bar?
It is just you 5. The guy has left during this.
Okay.
Did we
and
notice
Tal.
anything about
Yeah, of
him?
course.
Did we? I should have asked earlier.
I
Was there
mean,
anything
you
about
can
him
you
that
can
I
make a
would've noticed?
perception check if you'd like.
Yeah,
In post.
just out of curiosity.
Well,
Was there anything interesting during that conversation that he was doing?
No. Roll, but no.
Yeah.
It's just a guy going about
What
his
is this perception?
perception.
Oh, 19.
I mean, he looked like he was enjoying his breakfast and about to go work. He has soot on his hands. He's blacksmith garb, and
Would
Yeah.
we have seen a blacksmith nearby on our way in?
you would not have seen one on your way in.
Would we have seen one
So
in the time we
on the
took
map,
to?
let me.
Yeah, please.
So you guys walked, because I drew roads on here. You guys started here, or well, you came in, went up to the tavern, and then you came back down this way and went here. You would not have seen any taverns along, or any blacksmiths along that path. This is the industrial
Shop,
district.
I see.
Yeah.
Did Veilpiercer take all of Goroz's stuff?
Would we know?
You have no idea. You guys are waking up, a lot of you a little bit hungover, a little bit later than you were probably expecting to get up this morning. But you have no idea.
But we were there for that talk, right?
What do you
You
mean?
said we were hungover, we were drunk.
Yeah, everyone was present at this.
Oh, is that at the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I was wondering, you were very quiet. If you have any questions, always ask.
No. You guys, so I know last night's mission to get Carly, wedded, kind of went south. I said I could drink people under the table, but it didn't mean I wouldn't be going over the table with him. But like I said, I do still have the ace up my sleeve if we want to distract Tally and get a good look at Goroz's room for the team tomorrow. But you gotta put friends first sometimes.
Can we? Should we just let the teams cause a distraction and someone looks for the key?
I think it would just help if someone's having Tally look the other way from me.
It's true. If we get a key, I can make another of the key. But we probably won't need to get back in
Oh, standing
more
behind
than
the bar.
once.
You can't even.
Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Tally's at this point. He's probably resetting the tables.
Okay.
Now that
Mika, any tips on how to make sure this operation goes off without a hitch?
And,
yes, do you
you're
know how
standing
to
right
work
next to her
in
as she's
pieces?
carrying a table with Tally.
I'm just gonna help the guy. I think it would be wise if we all helped put this back together.
I'll help.
Great.
So-
Maybe.
I'm small but strong.
So everyone is helping reset the bar?
Yeah.
Or is someone sneaking off to check Goroz's room?
So what I'm gonna do is that while we are resetting the tables, I'm going to bump into him with a table and, bump him over, and while he's regaining his
Okay.
stance, I'm going to, does he have, well, first of all, I'm going to look and see if he has keys on his body.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
7?
I should have
It
guided
is
you.
not. To your knowledge.
To my knowledge.
Okay, we're gonna need it. Okay, never mind. Turk is
Then
just.
then what I'm going to do is I'm still going to follow the same. I will essentially knock him over with a table.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's on the floor, I'm gonna just
Yeah,
gesture
what
at
the
this
fuck?
one and
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
try and find a key.
I'm taking a
Trying
few
to
pauses
find a
moment.
key.
There's a lot of action going on. That's a universal cue to act. So I'm going to cast sleep on Tally.
Okay. So roll the sleep. So you roll however many d6, I believe.
So yes, it is.
4d6.
I just had it here. Roll 5d8.
5d8. Okay. So you're trying to beat his maximum HP.
Okay. Can I get some d8s?
How about some 8s?
And is it a range?
That sounds good.
Is it a range? Either way, if
So it is an area, but you can easily work it out. So it's just.
I also, it does not matter where you cast it near me. I cannot be put to sleep by magic.
That's
so,
fair. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So just avoid those three wherever they
So
are.
creatures
unless
within
you're
20
interested.
feet of a point you choose within range are affected.
Abby, what's your
So
range?
creatures I choose. Oh, I choose
22.
22. Okay.
affected
It
to
doesn't
send
matter.
order their current hit
It
points.
does for the sleep spell.
Why?
You cannot be put to sleep, but you can absorb part of the sleep spell. So
Ah.
I don't know how much.
you
okay.
are lucky that you have more HP than him, though. So he goes first. Travis just needs to roll higher than a
I
certain
see,
number.
okay.
Yeah.
So again, it's just the total is how many hit points of
You're
creatures
rolling
the
here.
spell can affect.
Yeah. And so it is hitting Mika, unless you want to not make it hit Mika, but it doesn't matter either way. Unless you were to roll God tier, which would be like 5/8. You're not gonna affect you, but you can't even be put
I
to
can't
sleep,
be
so it
put to
doesn't
sleep,
matter.
so it doesn't matter.
So yeah.
I'll just go for it. Reckless.
Whoa.
That's not an automatic one.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Jeez. Okay. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 7 is 17. 24,
Okay.
30, 33.
You're good.
So Tally, while he's on the ground, falls asleep. And then remind me, there's not a save or anything per turn, or is it just a period of time? It's until he gets hit, I think.
It's not saying. They just go unconscious with you?
Okay, he's unconscious.
The sleeper takes unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action.
Is it a
to
minute?
Shake or slap them.
What is the
Duration says
1
1
minute.
minute.
1
yeah.
minute? You have a minute.
Right.
Alright, we all
Go.
search. I look behind the
For
bar.
the key, right? Yeah.
Okay, you look behind the bar, make an investigation check.
Can I check his pockets?
You can check his pockets, make an investigation check.
19.
19. You do not find any keys.
Oh.
You do find a coin purse.
Oh.
20. You do not find any keys.
1.
You do find a
I
coin
will
purse.
cast guidance on you,
You don't find anything behind the
Are you
bar.
looking
It's
for
just
anything?
balls.
I'm gonna
No, I'm gonna break the
Is
door
that just
down.
because
Okay, I'll
I'm
give you
bad
guidance
at
on that.
looking, or is that
Okay.
Huh?
is it because I'm bad at looking, or just
No, okay. No.
You rolled a 1.
But does that mean that like I failed or that?
So generally,
We don't know.
when it comes to something like skill checks, obviously yes, you could all just I look again and I roll again. So if you roll and you roll poorly and no one rolls with you, essentially, you looked, you didn't see anything, no matter how hard you looked. Sometimes with investigation checks, it can also be how long it takes you to look, but you have a minute. So in that minute, you don't find anything.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing?
All right, I'll investigate. I'm gonna look in the wait, where did you look?
Behind the bar.
Okay, I'm gonna look in the. Isn't there a back room?
There is a back room.
Alright, I'm gonna look in the kitchen.
Okay, make an
And
investigation
give him
check.
guidance.
Okay.
Give me guidance.
Guidance.
So I'm going to.
You do not find any keys. You do find food, but that's about it. It's a
Since
pretty bare bones kitchen.
Since Callie was so close to me, can I also run upstairs and check if the door to Goroz's room is locked?
Okay. You did make an investigation on him. That takes you about 15 seconds.
How many pockets does he get?
Not a lot. I mean, he's got his like chef's pockets and then a
Oh,
couple on like
okay.
his espresso
So
stuff.
we're
So it
not-
takes him about 15 to 20 seconds. What's your movement speed?
30 feet. a
30
second.
feet?
Or
So-
30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet
Yeah,
per
sure.
round, so that's 6 seconds. At full dash, it gets you 60 feet per round. That'll take you a total of about 15 seconds to get up to the room, because you have to go up the stairs, yada yada. And check the door. It is not locked.
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay, you open the door.
Oh,
What the heck
Empty.
is inside? It's completely empty?
I mean, there's beds, but there's no more stuff in there.
Does it appear like someone's been in it? Like, are the beds
It has been
made?
recently cleaned.
I'll sit on the
I'm
floor
gonna
next
come
to
back
Tally.
downstairs so it doesn't look like
Yep.
I've left, and I'll pick up a chair.
So he. Oh, wow, I hit my head harder than I thought.
You
Wow, you
did.
alright? I'm sorry about that. I really took it. I'm so sorry. I did not pay enough attention, and
It's alright. I'll put it on his tab. He laughs. He laughs
there,
and
yeah.
yeah, gets up, starts putting stuff back.
It's unnecessary chaos.
That's the best
well,
kind.
that's
That's the best kind. Yeah, you get the idea that while you guys were still asleep in the morning, the rooms were cleaned out.
Okay,
yeah.
makes sense.
Tally is good at hiding his keys,
Mhm.
or we're really bad at looking for him.
It could be that.
Cool. Once the bar is reset, I'll just let them know, like, everything upstairs is gone and...
Yep.
Alright.
Alrighty. Time to head out.
Yep. Thanks, alright.
Since nothing of his is here, we may as well try and get on their good side with this necromancy thing.
Did you say you were good on ammo?
I think I'm alright. I have 20 arrows. If we get through 20 rounds of arrows, I think we're in a lot more trouble.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty. So you guys head out, looking for the north road. You pass through the cobbled walk and over into the. Or rather,
Which way is this?
so you guys start. You guys start in the living third. You walk through that and head into the top corner of the cobbled walk. So you guys headed from here, right, around through here, and you see a little bit in here. There's a church right on the corner there. You see, this would be a church to the Sisters of Light and Dark. Pretty basic. You'd see one in every town. You wouldn't be surprised. The big red building.
one?
Yep. But other than that, couple of buildings. I believe the one right next to it, if I can think quickly. Yeah, right next to the gate, there is also an alchemist shop. Just for reference, you see as you pass by it. The name of it is not on my sheet of paper because I didn't come up with one. So we'll call it. My brain instantly put herbs, so it is herbs.
That's great.
Oh.
And that's
Really? The little shop that's right
Yep,
there?
that's the one right next to the church, right next to the gate. Alrighty, and you guys head out. The guards give you a nice little wave, and you are heading about 1.5 miles out of the city.
Is there a gate into the city?
There is. It is currently open.
Would we know what time it closes? Or not?
You may ask the guard
Alright, what time
if you
does
would
it
like.
close?
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
One of the guards who's standing there with his pike and a buckler on his side. The colors of Split River. He's got it's a bandana that they wear on their heads. That's blue and green. He says, "Oh, we don't really close the gates. There's someone here 24/7, but we have them for security purposes."
Copy.
Yeah.
If we're traveling with...
They might be closed this evening if the Mistress Veilpiercer says so. But so I would be back. I don't know. 4:10 p.m. or so.
Or we can go
Post
camping.
Could do that. We'd like to be inside the city walls. We can.
And you guys.
Alright,
Head
off we go.
So at this point, you're leaving the city. It's about 9 a.m. It's still pretty early. The stuff in the tavern didn't take long. You woke up. You're all pretty early risers, it seems. So even if you aren't drunk. Alrighty. So you're heading out on the road. When it comes to travel, we ask that you guys pick one or two people to make a perception check as you're walking.
What
This
kind
would
of
be.
terrain are we on?
Huh?
What kind of terrain
This is
are we on?
grassland. So it's like farmland and grassland surrounding Split River, and next to a river. I believe that is the type of terrain as well, or marshland or whatever. In any case, you're going northward. It's grassland. It's like rolling hills with some patchy farms every once in a while. You see a couple traders walking past you and whatnot. I need whoever is designated this time to be lookouts. I need either one person to roll with advantage, or two people to roll separately. That's
I'll
up
be
to
on
you guys.
lookout.
I can
sure.
help you?
Mhm.
Or should I?
My
Is it
perception's
better?
okay.
Okay.
I can probably do it.
Never ask me.
No. No.
My plan failed this morning. I gotta start putting in some.
Both of you roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception. 18.
Alrighty.
14.
So, Travis, or Tarth rather, you're going. It's a pretty normal road. It's warm, but it's not really unkempt or anything like that. There are a few travelers, but nothing really like grabs your attention. Except for one passing like cart. It's like a little off. I wrote sus, but it's a little off. Like the people like look at you and go.
And they pass by us as we're walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abby, you notice that you're like keeping an eye out. You've been traveling a lot. You know the roads. You know the mountains and stuff like that. And as you're watching it, and about, I'd say about 150 feet past you guys, you see them like pick up, look around, and then they push something off their cart.
I'm gonna go back and look at it.
Okay. Do you want to tell the group? Or are you just gonna...
Hold here. I'll be back. Don't move.
So are you going to follow it?
Can I go with you?
Is it, yeah.
I'm gonna follow her.
I knew there was something else I forgot.
Is it moving or is it something that's dropped?
Are
I'm
you-
going
are
to
you
go
going
towards,
back?
I'm going,
Okay,
yeah, I'm
Okay,
going back towards
make
it.
a perception check.
I'm following her.
Can I have
Would you like-
advantage?
Would you like some more?
No, you can't. Or, no, I'm good.
Like, I can refill you.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Oh.
6.
You were close to something.
I was so close to a 14.
That little dip.
Does she have an advantage because I'm looking?
Oh, yeah,
at her?
wait.
Yeah, roll with advantage, go ahead.
Alright. 15. That's
There
better.
you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, so, let's see. Wait, okay. Yeah, so it's a crate. And solid crate, but with your sword, your short sword, you're able to ka-tink it open. It was intentionally dropped, and you can tell that it was kicked off for a reason, not just like an accident. It contains a dead body.
What kind
This
of
is
dead body?
this is about a mile out of town already. So it's
No, that's an happy response.
this is a
I mean, there is definitely some element of, that was certainly not what I was expecting.
It is nude. It is a male. It is, as far as you can tell, wow, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
A human man. Darker skin, but he's beat up, but he's not been dead for too long. And there is he's like fetal position inside this crate. It's cramped for him, though it doesn't seem like he minds, because he's dead.
Can we tell if he was dead before he was in the crate?
Make a medicine check while I continue to. And you may assist her, so you can both make a medicine check. While
Wait, what is medicine?
20. I'll go medicine.
I had a 20. Wait. Yeah, 20.
20.
20 medicine check.
So he was dead before he was put in the box. Couple days, but not like died in the box. In his hands is a letter.
I will take the letter and I will read the letter.
Do you read Orcish by chance?
Whole face.
Orcish?
Do any of you?
Yes, I do.
You do.
I do.
Alrighty. You get a letter. I don't have the full letter. I was going to get like a full letter, but I got too busy with overnights and whatnot.
Yeah, reasonable.
There is a first part, but I only wrote the second part. The first part reads in
I
Orcish,
don't
so none of
necessarily
you.
know if I want to know them.
Okay.
I'm going to read it to myself.
Okay.
I'm sorry, there's a dog in my way.
So
You should
can
probably
any of
come
you
to me.
other read Orcish by chance? Travis can.
He's not with me.
Trip
though.
can, but he can't. He's
I'm not here.
with you
I'm
at the
not
moment.
here.
You should come to me so I can't see your things.
Okay.
I'm
I
trying
just
to
want
be
to make
good.
sure I get it.
Oh, here, I can go this way.
And then I also have like a little handout.
Okay.
I'm on the side right now trying to get Arna to smoke with me.
It's
You ready?
good try.
Do you think does he seem like he'll come around, or does he think it's like a hard no forever?
I think he could come around. He just gets very focused.
Oh man, that must get like really tiring. But you ever feel like unwinding?
All right.
That's the trick.
So that happened.
What
You
did
find
the letter say?
We may be in danger.
Oh. Alright.
Make an inside check on Mika.
Ooh. Oh, that's a 16.
13.
13. She's a pretty good liar. You're not, but like not like she's pretty like stoic. She's like, you get the idea that she's a pretty good liar. This is up to her if she wants to like say it or not.
Sorry, I can't read my own hand.
No, you're fine.
Hold, please.
It's not like from what you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Can I ask DM
Yeah.
why it was in 2 parts? Was it back and front, or is it?
It was 2 sentences. I only wrote the second because that's what I had in my brain, but it is full parts.
Okay. We should go meet up with that scout before something else happens. This is, I don't know what this is related to.
You think we should just leave it here?
We should not have this with us.
Do you take the letter, or do you leave it?
I'm going to leave it, but what do I have with me? Do I have something that I can write it down with?
Generally,
I'm
you have something
I'm
you
going
can
to
write
assume
it
that
on.
I can.
You have
I'm
a journal.
going to-
Everyone has
I
a
mean,
journal.
I'm going to copy this
Yep.
down.
I'm gonna
And
do whatever you tell me to do.
Jerk, are you adopted too?
In case you didn't get it.
Of what?
Yes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
My
yeah.
Just in case you...
Is it something
My parents were never
specific that I
around.
would recognize?
I was picked up by my Pearl. She was a very good teacher. We had a lot of fun. You know, play instruments together. We gone surfing together. She was the best.
That sounds wonderful.
So she was like mama.
Alright.
I wonder if Mika's adopted too.
We'll have to ask.
Do you think we should go?
So you guys you've passed this.
did she?
Mika and Penelope have rejoined the group.
Never
Um,
mind then.
It is, you guys can talk if you'd like, but you're about a mile out from the town. So you've still got about half a mile to go. It's
Mika,
getting closer to
Mika, I
it's
saw
not going
that.
fast.
I saw that cart. It's giving some weird vibes. What's up with it?
Did you see the crate? Well, we went to go and check out that crate.
Oh, yes, we
that
waited
was-
very well.
Yeah, thank you. That was lovely. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
You take commands. Great. Good to know. No, we are not going to take that crate with us. There was a dead body in it that I do not want to take with us. We can
How
report
dead?
it. Very dead. Very dead. It was very, recent enough, but not salvageable.
Are you sure?
Yes. I mean, if you want to try, but I don't think we should be doing that while we are in pursuit of a necromancer.
I didn't see much. I didn't see.
That's okay.
I didn't see much
It's
out.
at least several days. I think we're well
I don't
out of
think I can
range
do
of.
anything about that.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a note. I don't believe that we should be
A
part
note?
of this. Yeah.
Was it suicide?
It was written in Orcish. I really can't read a lot of it.
Oh, I can read Orcish. Maybe I can go
I didn't. I left it with it. If you can go back and get it if you'd like to. I didn't want to. I'd already pulled the crate open. I didn't want to.
Ooh, did you? Never mind.
I trust. I'm not.
Continue.
I'm not really anything. I trust her.
Now that you just hinted to me that I should have closed that crate back up.
But you did not.
I never said we went back to
We
the
did in
cart
the
yet, but I'm
past.
talking to them,
You guys
so we went
don't
back.
have a cart. You guys should
Or
just
to the
walk.
group. Sorry,
That's
to the
right, yeah.
group.
I am curious to know what it says. Would you want to go look?
No.
It would help bring me peace as to what happened to the poor guy.
It's.
Was it
It's
a
Mika's call.
I mean, it was
think
a very
it's.
suicide letter? Should we deliver
It
it,
did
to
not look
someone?
like
I don't.
He was very beaten up.
I really.
Should we tell their family?
I don't know.
I think we should continue on.
I think we should. The few words of Orcish that I do know, I just saw a warning, and there was a weird symbol that I didn't recognize. So
Okay.
I think whatever it is, if I didn't recognize the symbol, I don't believe it was meant for us.
Well, you're probably well more smoking than me, so I'm sure I wouldn't gain anything else.
You're my friend and I trust you.
Onward.
I appreciate that. Let's go and meet Victa and see. Maybe she knows anything about it. They may have received something similar. I don't think anyone could know that we were working for. What is their like group called?
What?
Is it like what would we call like the government, the alliance? Are we saying?
You could just say.
How would we refer to them?
You could just
Refer
say the River Warden.
The River Warden.
The River Warden.
I don't think we're not carrying anything that shows anything, right? So there's no way that they could know we're working for the River Warden if it was. I think it was just meant to be seen. So we'll let them know when we meet her, but I don't think it's meant specifically for us. So
Okay.
let's go meet Victor and see what we can find out.
So you guys continue on, and as you're coming up, it's getting a little bit hillier. You're getting up there, but the road is carved straight. It's carved through a couple of the hills, and you guys at the front with your perception rolls, you start to see a cabin up on the right side of the road.
Guys, there's a cabin on the right side of the road.
Let's go see.
Is it our cabin?
Let's.
We were looking for a person on the road. not a
Are
cabin.
looking for Victa.
Is there anyone out front of the cabin?
There's no one out front of the cabin.
Can we see anything inside of the cabin?
Um,
What does this cabin look like?
You have a good recollection. You would remember that they had told you to look on top of one of the hills for Victa.
If you're paying attention. Is this cabin on the hill? Wait, you said on the right side.
The cabin is on the right side of the road, but it is on a flat area,
Mm.
on the other side of one of these hills. So, you guys can walk up
How
to the
far
cabin
have
if
we
you
gone?
want. A mile and a half. So you guys are
Right
right
about
about
where
where
we're
they
supposed
said it was supposed to be. But they asked you to check in with Victa first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can we see anything from where we are?
Make a perception check.
Guidance.
Guidance. You have a plus. You have a D4.
Yeah.
Travis, if you'd like to roll as well, you may, or anyone else,
Yeah.
if anyone else, but only 2 of you.
9.
9.
I mean, I don't think I've
What
stopped
am I looking?
walking.
Perception?
Yeah, you're just.
Oh,
I
perception.
think so.
I think I'm
I'm,
walking
I'm
like
sure
that.
she would stop you.
Perception, yeah, 10.
18.
18. You guys see nothing in particular. At least when it comes to the cabin, there's a couple of trees just behind it, a little garden, a little graveyard, which
Oh.
checks out. But like it looks like a family graveyard. Like you got the up in like when we
Yeah,
were in
yeah.
Connecticut. There's a couple like little family
There's a
plots.
little booth
Yep.
near the house or far?
It's like 50 feet from the house, maybe. From this distance, it's
can we
hard to
see
tell you the distance.
Does it look like it's all grass or
It looks like it's pretty thin grass.
nothing looks like it's been recently dug up like the graves we saw before?
There doesn't look like anything that's been recently dug up,
Not that we can
but
see.
the road is a little bit different color.
I see.
Like
The
wet?
road in front of the house, the dirt is a little darker.
Like wet or
You may walk up and check
can
if
I
you'd
touch
like.
it?
You'd have to walk up closer to the house.
Oh, that much closer? So is it like road, driveway,
so
house?
you guys
or-
are here, right? Down on my elbow here. House is here, hill here, right?
House is
House
here
is
and
here,
we're down there?
and you're down here. And it's about,
What's up
I would
the
say it's
hill?
about another like 60, 70 feet before you get to
There's
where the
nothing-
hill ends.
And what's her face is not on the hill in
You-
between us and the house.
You look up at the top of the hill and see a figure
No.
crouched, looking. Let me finish. Looking down at
To
the
the house.
cabin.
Okay.
I think we should go up the hill.
She sees you. She does. She looks down at you, and she knows who she's looking for, and she sees a tall blue dragonborn and 3 small people and a green cloaked figure. Looks down and nods. What would you like to do?
I think we should go up the hill.
It's probably a good idea. It's fine. So you guys, you train up the hill, walking off the road, making sure that no one's like looking at you weird or whatever. You meet up with a taller half-elf woman. She's aging,
Visibly half up?
visibly half-elf. She doesn't have her cloak up or anything like that. She wears the red and blue, or not red and blue, blue and green headband, which is the symbol of the River Warden. At least her soldiers and her spies and scouts. The River Scouts, or the scouts for the River Warden, rather, are well known for very good trackers. She greets you with a nod. Older lady, graying hair. For half-elves, old is old. She's been around for a while, probably since the Alliance was formed.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
Is it like how long?
Like 120.
120, so no, she's been around since, probably her parents were alive when the Alliance was formed, but she was not. But she's been in the service of the River Warden for a while.
I'll take my hood down when we
You
leave.
take your hood down, okay. What does the group see? This is probably the first time they've seen you with your hood off.
Whoa!
Thanks, Dirk. She has like super thick, dark hair that is braided on the sides, and you'll see she's got silver wire braided into each of, or one long piece that's in each of the sections on both sides. And it's just pulled up back. So it probably would have hung out at some point around her shoulders, but not a lot of it. And not like, you know, your super pointy elvish ears, but enough that there's a reason that goes up.
So-
and you all would have seen her face, but
Yeah, you get the sense that Mika is also a half elf. Alrighty, so you're meeting up with Victa.
does she say anything?
She does not.
Hi, I like your headband. Would you like a bee?
Thank you and no.
Okay.
Oh, what is your name?
Hello, my name is Victa.
Oh, you're who we were looking for.
Indeed, I've been looking for the four. She looks and like sees that there's 5 of you, but you're like off in law. 5 of you. Just told there were 4. Bureaucracy.
Which one of us was missing?
Somebody was missing paperwork. They didn't say.
I'll just
Probably
make
the
sure
one
I
that,
get him
probably
by
the one
the
that looks
sleeve
like
and-
probably the one that looks like he has no idea what's going on. And you get the idea that they probably figured out that one guy was they thought one guy was just along for the ride, or like was just another bystander. Yep.
Just
Um,
hold on to him, keep him
Miss
nearby.
Victa,
Yes.
as you can see, I got baby on board. What's the threat level of this mission we got going on?
I followed the footprints of the gentleman.
Is that Arno laughing, or is that just...
That's just me.
Oh, thank you. Awesome voice.
That's Charlie.
Thank you, that's hilarious.
I haven't seen anyone enter or exit in several hours. I watched him go inside.
What do you know about
I haven't
him?
seen him exit.
Inside that cabin there?
Inside the cabin, yes, ma'am.
Good thing we didn't go in yet.
Well, we
Indeed.
were told to meet Victa before we went in anywhere, so we definitely didn't even consider that.
You
And I
saw the
can't-
person go in?
I did.
Were they very stinky with black hair?
I did not smell them. I stayed away.
Okay.
I followed
How far
him.
away?
How far away was I from him?
Mhm.
Not this far.
Oh.
I don't.
I would hope you couldn't.
If I
smell
don't.
them
If
from
I
here.
don't want to be seen,
Mm.
I'm not. She points down to the.
Sorry. I had the impulse to say I pushed her down. I'm not gonna do that.
Noted.
She wouldn't let you.
That was an Abby
She,
impulse,
like-
not a Mika impulse. But
So you.
prove it.
She points down to the thing and says, "A man with black hair walked into this hut. He has not left. I haven't seen him in any of the windows. I've done several passes around.
How many rooms are in the house?
It seems to be a 1-bedroom house. Good day." And she walks away.
Where? Which way?
She walks back towards town.
Oh.
Hi.
And you see her like she doesn't walk on the road. She walks like just off to the side and like pulls up, like unfolds a cloak from her side, and she is gone. Like she just like vanishes into terrain.
Just that Homer Simpson walk back.
Yep.
Into the
She like just kind of like disappears into the brush and the wavy of the grass. When she said that she
Alright.
disappears when she doesn't want to be seen, she disappears.
Well, I guess we're going to the cabin.
All right.
So
Should we split up
what would you like to do?
Just split up in teams?
I got 2 of me, essentially carrying 4, but I got pretty good. I can sneak around. I think I can get a up close look.
Would you like to leave your egg child here?
Let's have that conversation next in a few days.
So at this point-
I'm gonna keep on.
At this point, you guys are up the hill. You're about along the road. If you're walking along the road, you're about 150 feet.
How easy would it be to get around the house without like stealthing up there? Just to sneak.
It's
just
pretty
sneak.
open terrain. There's a couple trees, but that's about it. Pretty low grass. So if you want it, it's broad daylight, about 1 p.m.
I'm not very sneaky, but I could knock at the door.
You know what? No, sorry. It's closer. It's a little bit like a little before noon, like a little before high noon. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah. Cool.
So what do you
But with
think?
the stop for the crate.
So what do you think? Do you think it just like it even bothers something? Do you just nuke this place because you know they're in there?
I think it's worth.
I could knock at the
Seeing
door
what's
and see
going
if he
on.
wants a bee.
Anybody have the
Bless
ability
your
to
heart.
disguise
But
themselves?
let's save that for another friend.
Oh, does anyone have any kind of
They have
self-disguising?
they have message. That's not.
That's
But we can send them a
You
message.
could just blind shot a message in there.
I could tell them to
That's
come out.
crazy.
I mean, you could.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
say someone is coming, they know what we're doing.
I will say Artificer can create a lot of random things. He can create like little devices that record messages, create light, create nonverbal sounds, basically prestidigitation illusions, but in like a device form. So that can create sounds, light,
I wish I was one level.
words, pictures.
Oh, I
so
wish
you're-
I was one level.
So you're
higher.
saying
Is
okay.
there any water near the cabin?
There's not.
And these are free little trinkets that I can create.
You know what? Actually, I correct myself. There is a river, but it is at this point like it's a little bit distance. That would be the Vindel River, the one that splits.
Mm.
It would be
Okay.
road,
Too
house.
far.
Mm.
Too far.
So you're saying that it
Um,
might be a better idea to get this
Guys,
guy outside before.
I don't.
I can
I
strike
don't think we
into
should
the
go into
cabin.
wherever he is.
So we should
I think-
we should get him to come out so that we can at least know.
Out,
sure where
or
he
at
is.
least get a sense of what is going on in there. That was.
I could put him to sleep.
What would he come out for? If he thought Goroz was there, do you think he'd come out?
He might come out to buy a bee.
I don't know if we want him to see our faces. If this is the one that we were looking for, I don't know if we want him to know our faces.
That's a good idea.
Do we want to try to put him to sleep and then we can go in?
Do you need
If
to
we do,
see
we've only
him
got a
to
minute.
put him to sleep?
Based on, I think to cast anything on anyone, you have
Not
to be able to see
necessarily.
it.
Within
Sleep
20
is a
feet of a
point. A point that you can see.
But we
How many
need to
hit points
know
You need to know
where
whereabouts
he
he
is.
Well, how
I-
far?
I-
The cabin's not that big.
150
No, but
feet
it-
from you.
But
It's about.
she had not seen him in any of the windows.
I would
and
have
she
to
says
get
it's
20
a
feet.
one-bedroom looking space.
I'd have to get 20 feet.
So I think there's probably a downstairs.
I think there's got to be another room. But I feel like if we draw him out, then at least we know where he is.
And we
And
know
he
he doesn't
can't
have
get the
access
jump
to
on
anything
us.
that's in there.
He hasn't attacked us yet, and he's been in
I'm
there.
gonna close your eyes.
He's been in there for a while, so he must have full hit points. It'd probably be pretty hard to do anything to him. So I think our best bet is to try to draw him out. And if this is our guy, what better way to draw him out than thinking Goroz to take him head on?
Can
So-
anybody pretend to be Goroz?
No, I don't think
Anyone
so.
can pretend.
Is prestidigitation a sound at all?
I can create sounds, yeah.
Can you
What if you
Make
just knock
Goroz
on the
any
door?
voice?
Yeah,
Or-
any nonverbal.
Any
I-
nonverbal.
okay.
But it's weird because I can also create recorded messages.
Interesting. That's really cool.
Right.
I think what I would like to do, and I think what our best bet might be, is to try and get an idea. I know Victor said that she had been watching for a while, but it sounds like she had only been up at, and correct me if I'm wrong with this, is what she said, that she had been on the hill watching him.
She had walked around the entire house. She mentioned
Continuously or just once?
that. Occasionally.
Okay.
She's been there for several hours. Or
Okay.
had been there for several hours.
I would like, I trust that they are giving us correct information, but I want to see it for myself. I would like to try and do a round around the house.
Okay.
And then we can try and draw him out. I think it would be great to use even just a knock on the door. And if there's no one there, then there's no one there.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably, we should move in. If there's is there anywhere to take cover?
Yeah.
Or can
so
I scout it out when I go down to look at the house?
there's like a rut next to the road that you could where water might run during the rain.
That
you
a
could
human
hide in.
could hide in?
Oh yeah.
Or a human sized?
Easily, especially shorties.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all are little.
I'm gonna keep reminding people of that because it's funny.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we've got a giant.
What
Blue
distance
dragon.
would you like to scout
Um,
around the house at?
how far would I need to be to see more or less all the spaces from the windows? Or
I would say with elven eyes, within you guys are about 150 feet. You'd only need to be within 100 to see pretty well within the
Oh.
windows. But I mean, depending on your perception roll.
okay.
The closer,
then I don't
the
need
closer
to-
you
I
get,
don't
the
need
better
to-
your perception might be.
I would like to like 3/4 that and try and get good detail on what the inside of the house looks like. See if I can
Okay.
see entrances to other spaces within the house.
Okay, so Mika wants to
Maybe
go around the house at about 50 feet?
50?
50, 60 feet?
Not close enough that I have to be like super careful,
Okay.
but close enough that
Yeah.
I can see details.
So first, make a stealth check for me. And if anyone's going with her,
I'll go with her.
okay, make a
no, I
stealth
want
check.
to go by myself.
She wants to go by
I
herself.
want to go by myself. I do
You
not
may-
want
You may
additional
roll your
noise.
stealth check. Turk, if you want to do something, you may also.
You can do it.
You can do whatever you
I am
want.
saying,
but she
Mika.
wants to go alone. If you want to go, you can still do it.
16 for stealth.
16.
gonna
Okay,
read
and
it
make
wrong,
an for this we will say an investigation check because you're scouting the house.
Yeah, my
If anyone else wants to make perception or anything, you may. Just let me
13
know.
on investigation.
13 on your investigation.
Can I do
Uh,
perception?
Well, how long does wait, when did we do guidance?
It's a
It's
1
only
minute.
a minute.
It's a 1 minute. Okay, never mind.
So you see, like I mentioned, there's a bunch of dirt near the road. It is fresh.
Ooh, 17.
It's weirdly fresh. It's wet and a little bit of. This is for perception.
18
Is it
perception.
spread out on the road?
It's spread out on the road. It's about, I would say, 40 feet of road has fresh dirt on it. Let's see. Yeah. For perception, there's mud on the doorstep. Looks pretty fresh. But
A footprint or just?
it's mud. It may be in like footprint shapes, but not specifically footprints. It pretty recent. I mean, obviously, you know that someone has been here.
Wait, what did you say about the grass outside?
There's grass. It's pretty low grass, but there's dirt on the road. It's about
Dirt.
40 feet worth of dirt is pretty fresh on the road compared to the rest of the road, which is beaten up but not dirt. Is at this time I'm going to put out.
Oh, did I see anything within the house?
Not within the
That's
house.
what I was looking at.
Oh, you want to see in
I
the
wanted
house?
to- yeah, that's
Okay,
what I was trying
sorry.
to do.
Within the house, there's a couple windows. You see, it's a simple like kitchen and a bed and like maybe where a privy might be.
What I was looking for was if there were entrances to other spaces.
There is not. There you only see
Okay.
the one entrance, which is a door
Right.
on the roadside.
Not necessarily in and out of the house, but into other spaces within the house.
There is windows and a door, and that is all that you see.
A door to the outside
To
of
the
the house?
yeah, from the inside of the house to the outside. The front door.
Okay,
There's only one door.
that is it. Okay.
And behind the house, you see a small garden. I'll set out this.
And there's no one inside the house that I can
You do
see?
not see anyone inside the house.
Headstones. Where are? Which? Sorry,
So you guys are up this direction, south.
Okay, so we're not even on that.
Mika might be on the map right now, but she was within about 60 feet.
These
So,
are each 5?
each 5. You go up 12.
No. Wait, 35. Wait, where are we? Here's the
You
house?
guys are this way.
This is the house?
Yeah. So you guys are up on a hill about where Abby is sitting.
25, 30, 45, 40, 50, 55, 60. It would just
Yeah.
been on this side. But I think I would have come. Oh, he's really close to the road.
Yeah, it's like right on the road.
I see. So, like,
If there was a
This much
trench, it'd
space
be like
would've been-
right here. Yeah. But like obviously it skips his house.
yeah. So, like, this much space would have been
Mhm.
new dirt.
Yep.
Okay.
It's about 40 feet, so it's about
So I'm probably.
yay much.
Meh.
Of course, the road is about 20 feet wide.
Probably would have been over here.
You guys are off this direction still.
Oh.
Do you think are we too far to get much of a look at the headstones?
I'm not anymore.
Abby's not. You can look at the
What
headstones
did I
if you'd
see?
like to get closer. If you want to
Can I
get
see
in,
anything
they,
from
they
here?
face the road, so you would have to get closer to see them.
And now, well, now that I'm closer, can I see if there's
Make
any
a perception check.
I'm gonna
that
start.
wouldn't be included in it?
Last was
Okay.
investigation. This is your perception.
Can I walk
And
towards
if you want to
the
investigate them,
front?
you'd have to get up right next to them. You can walk on the road, yeah, whenever you'd like to be.
I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, it's.
She's right up next to the door.
Gosh.
Anyone wanna go with me?
I'm going to.
Wait.
I'll go
For,
with you.
investigating?
I don't like that you're going. I'll go.
19 on the headstones. I'll be-
They've been there for a while. They're pretty worn. One of them is like month or two old. Like the dirt.
any names or any markings on the
Names.
graves?
They had names. A lot of them have worn off. The most recent one does not have a name on it, but the other ones are like almost decipherable, but old names.
At this point, I've seen everyone go down. I'm like, oh Jesus, and I want to be helpful still. I was gonna go with Penelope, but our two other friends so bravely followed her. So I'm gonna go on Mika's side, and I see that she's already looking at the headstones. So what's beyond the headstones? I'd like to go stealth up to the garden.
Yeah, of course.
I think you should roll down the hill.
Yeah, roll stealth. Roll stealth. I'd like if you guys are you guys being sneaky or no?
Not like
Nope.
loud,
Okay.
but just
16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
I can make it all.
Play yeah, you can make it all the way to the garden.
Okay.
We're not interns
Okay.
yet.
It's
And then
everything's-
do I need to investigate or?
you can if you'd like to.
Yeah.
I could just tell you what's there. It's pretty easy.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
If you want to investigate it, you may, but it's just dead plants. They're all down.
It's just dead.
There's
plants.
nothing's been growing there for a while.
I think we should knock and try the door.
I think we should too.
I think that you should not.
You are not there.
I had said this earlier.
Okay.
That
You left us and I didn't listen.
Alright.
Okay, we're gonna go knock.
I
Okay.
want you to knock with your
Like-
paying. But you're not paying. You never paid attention to
No.
me, did you?
No,
You knock
absolutely
on the
not.
door
I'm
and
just like peeking out from
Nothing.
either side.
nothing
of the
happens.
big old
You don't
room.
hear anything from inside.
Knock again.
Knock again.
Hello, excuse me.
Nothing.
Can I try the door?
You can try the door. It is unlocked.
magic carpet.
I look over with Mika and I hear.
You have no idea what's going on.
I look over at Mika and I could hear that it's going on, right? It's quiet out there. I look over at Mika, I give her a look like, I kind of look over there. I'm like, you need to be over it. Like, I give her a look like, you need to be over there right now.
Make a perception check.
I wanna go
Yeah.
in.
He's stealthing. You
No,
have.
I don't know where you are.
Yeah, you see him.
He's sending 18, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna enter
Well,
Okay.
and like call out.
Is the door
like,
open?
Whoa.
Yeah. So you
Door's
are.
open?
The door was unlocked and she was
I'm
locked in.
gonna get up here. Can I
Okay.
see? Are there windows?
There
in
is a
this?
window here.
Can I?
Yeah. Sorry.
Break it.
Break the door.
And so there's a window there,
Yep.
and that's
And
it.
then there's one here. And that is
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna go here. Can I see her through that
Yep.
window? I'm gonna get and be there.
Okay.
I can see
Both
her.
of you make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
Me?
You're inside the house and you are as well.
I'm inside the
I'm
house.
not inside, but okay.
Where's my dice?
And then
5?
Travis,
No,
make a perception check.
Oh, is this your twin?
4?
No, this is yours.
It's a gross,
That was
dirty,
good.
muddy window. You can't see shit.
Oh, that's
Here,
yours?
and this one I
Oh,
think
what
is
is it?
yours.
I was gonna
No, 16 is the one.
Is this what you
Wait,
feel like
I'm
all the time?
gonna roll.
Perception.
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 Um,
So
Things
that's
are
an
going
8
up.
plus 10.
Probably just one. So
I'm working on my sales pitch. That's all I've been
9.
doing.
9. So you enter the house.
Yeah.
It seems like it's empty. It's decrepit. Nothing in here seems fresh. Like the bed is clearly unmade. It's crusty. If you lift it up, it's like right, huh?
There's a bed.
There's a bed. The bed's right here. The stuff in the kitchen, disgusting, moldy, rotten food, ages old, like months old.
Have I moved up at this point?
You may do whatever you like.
Oh, was I making a perception check from?
Yeah, you were making a perception check from there.
Oh, okay.
Is investigation helpful at all to like?
This is basically a perception / investigation check. It was just easier. I mean, if your investigation's higher.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I will go sneak to this, but as I pass by, is this just a rock? Or should I go?
When you walked past it, it was just a rock.
When I walk past,
I
it's
walked
just
past
a
it.
rock.
Was it just a?
You both made
I had
pretty decent
I had
investigations.
A 19.
It is just a rock.
Okay.
So
When is it?
When is a rock not a rock?
this
When
place,
it's not a rock. When it's twig.
When it's on the board.
it's long dead. And
What is?
this whole place? It like the walls have holes in them, and it's falling apart. There's dust everywhere.
What's with this rug?
There's a couple like fresh dirt, but it just vanishes.
I don't like this place at all.
This rug is really suspicious.
Make an investigation check with advantage, because now you're looking in. I assume you guys
I will
walk up.
guide you.
I will.
You get advantage and
I don't like
guidance.
this window. I'm gonna just.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah. Okay, 18, but -1.
-1 +4 or +3.
+8, so 20.
I'm following.
So you look at this rug where the footprints will like walk up to it and then just stop. So you lift up the corner of the rug,
Oh.
and there is a trap door
Maybe outside.
beneath.
Did you crawl in?
Good job.
I walked
And
around.
Oh, okay.
it's at
He's
this
just
time.
hopping outside
just-
the window, trying to get
So
Sure.
while you guys are investigating this, you're like looking. You see this
I'd
trapdoor.
like to make sure that there are no traps anywhere else, or
Yeah,
that
of
nothing
course.
else
Make
is going to fall down on
make
us.
an investigation check looking
If
for
we
traps.
pull up that rug.
Because you're out on the road.
Oh.
Well, as well.
Am I
You
making
roll
an
as well.
investigation?
Your investigation. 8. You do not see any traps. The inside of it looks pretty normal. What is
Okay.
that?
7 minus 2.
Minus 2,
Oh,
so
okay.
nothing. Yeah.
Total 20.
Total 20. You hear a creak of a metal grate. Oh! From outside the house.
Outside the what?
From outside
Which
the house.
direction?
Oh, just outside the
She hears it.
None of us do.
None of you do. None of you hear anything. You hear it from yourself.
Where you are?
Yep, from south of where you are. So down the road, where you guys came from. You hear a metal grate.
Friends, somebody's around. Somebody's down the road.
What was this even supposed to be? Was this supposed to be a trap? Where did they go?
What did you hear?
I heard like a creaky, metally, graty sound.
It's at this point.
I had rolled a 19 on perception while we were going. Would I have seen anything?
Did not. It's at this point that you all hear.
Oh my
Son,
god.
what
Jeez.
someone knows about the bull.
And everyone who is outside the house sees between these 3
Is
trees
it a cow?
3
Oh!
ghouls emerge.
Can I see through the window?
You cannot remember.
Oh, it's gross.
It is super gross. So you 3 see these from the road. 3 ghouls emerge from between those trees, a hidden grate that led underground.
Whoa.
What is
Scary.
it?
Friends, we should
They're about
hit
6 feet
things.
tall.
They're really big.
I need everyone to roll initiative, please. Well, I roll several d20s.
I thought if they're all the same kind of creature, they roll 1.
If they are a swarm, they do, but these are individual creatures.
Initiative?
So we're gonna roll a d20, and then we get to add our initiative bonus, and then that's the order that we attack in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the ships.
Oh, it's a good though.
I have the worst.
It's a
freaking
round
initiative
bottom,
of
so
all
roll
time.
again.
Okay. No, I got it.
So I have
I
I
have
don't
a
know if
plus
it's a 6 or a
I have
9.
a plus
Nah,
initiative.
it
I
should have a mark
squander
underneath it.
every time
It's
without
got like
fail.
a little dot.
A dot on
next
the
to
lower
it.
side is good. It's going to be on the bottom of it.
Okay, so in the bowl, but it
That
doesn't
doesn't
count
count
because it was
because it's a round bottom bowl.
It's the same
Oh
thing.
my lord! Alrighty,
That was so funny.
20 to 25, or 25 to 20. Who has the highest rolls here?
What? Oh, no.
Not me. Not you. So it's whatever you rolled plus your dexterity, I believe.
Initiative.
Well, your initiative is the same as your dexterity.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Should be.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yep.
Oh, mine's
In any case, who has 25 to 20? 20 to 15.
16.
16? 17? Alright, 17 puts Penelope first. Then Mika. Hold on, we gotta get through everybody first. Between 15 and 10.
10.
10. Alrighty, so we have.
I waste my initiative.
Initiative is-
10 puts Fiametta.
Oh.
I wish we were one more level up.
And then.
I want my spiritual weapon so bad.
10 to 5.
7.
7, okay.
You were really distracted instead.
Four. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I literally.
What does Arno say when he finally realizes it?
Like,
Alrighty. So, first up is
magic.
Penelope.
We haven't seen them, have we?
You have been
But we've
informed of
heard
them.
them?
You have not seen
Oh, right. She told us.
She's like, friends, we need to hit things.
I did say that.
You did.
You
And
can
are
duck
they?
and cover
They're
and
all
yell
in
out the
separate
window.
square. Like.
So they
did you
are
say
all-
This is covering 15 feet wide, or
It is 15 feet wide.
These are fat.
Well, no. Pretty much every character of medium size takes up a 5 by 5 foot spot.
Okay. So I think I want to run outside.
Okay. So you have a movement speed of how many?
38.
30 feet?
Feet.
So you can move 30 feet, or you can move 60 feet if you take the dash action, which doubles your movement speed, but you cannot take another action that turn.
Well, the range on this is really far. That's okay. I just want to run.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You cannot move past your allies, so you would have to go
Can I
back.
go
You can go
diagonal?
diagonal, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to go like right there.
Okay.
And I want to do magic missile.
Absolutely, magic missile.
And I
So
want
roll damage.
One dart to hit each of them.
One dart to hit each.
And
Alrighty.
then what do I roll for damage?
So I don't know. what's the
Sorry.
magic missile? Magic missile is great because you don't have to roll damage or roll to hit.
1d4 plus 1 4. This is a 4. That's not a 4.
1d4 plus 1. Alright, for each. So roll a d4 3 times.
Oh, 1.
So 1 damage to which one?
Left one.
Left one. Alright.
Left to right.
So that's 1 plus 1.
3 plus 1.
3
For
plus
middle
1.
guy.
So okay.
And 1 for right guy.
1 plus
or
1.
plus 1 too.
Yep. Alrighty. And then do you have a bonus action that you'd like to cast, or do you want to move anymore? I don't think you can cast any bonus actions with magic missiles, so I think you are alright.
That's it.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Next up is Mika.
I would like to run over to the window.
Okay. So that tells you. You can move diagonal, so it tells you 20,
5, 10, 15.
15 feet.
And I would like to break that window with my elbow.
Okay. Make an attack roll. This is a free action attack roll.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool. 8. What's my attack? Hang on. Do I have anything for
Yep. Your attack modifier is your strength modifier.
that? 9.
9. You hit it. It's a window. It's not moving. I'm just getting people in practice. And roll a little bit of damage. 1 plus the d4.
Ow. It's the window.
For me?
I thought everything was
Wait.
broken.
Oh, wait.
I thought everything was broken and dead in here.
The window is attacked. It's glass.
Oh, wait. 4.
You're attacking the window. 4 damage.
5 damage to the
Okay.
window.
Yeah, you absolutely break the window. You take 1 damage though.
Oh.
Oh, I
just
thought that was just
broke
damage
glass.
against her, no breaking. I was like,
Well, yeah. If she rolled 1 damage, that window is not breaking with her elbow.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so you took 1 damage, and you have your
So
attack.
that was
That was
an
free.
action
That was
or a
free.
free action?
That's
Okay.
just for fun.
Okay.
Play the text.
I am going to use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark
Absolutely.
on.
We'll consider them
It's got a 90 foot range.
for
so-
this. I'm gonna put
I hit the middle one.
1 on this guy.
okay.
So this is number 1.
These are so sick.
I
so
hit
what
the
is-
middle
This is
guy
number
the
2.
most, for reference.
You hit him. Okay.
I pulled Hunter's Mark out for you.
Oh, you
already.
did?
Yeah. It's one of the ones sitting up, right? That's this. It's this one. Not this one is number 3.
Choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Till the spell ends, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. Okay. You have advantage on any wisdom or wisdom survival check. You need to find it. Wait, I have to figure out how to actually cast it.
No worries.
Oh, it's verbal. Alright.
Yep.
So
Is it a spell slot?
It is a spell slot.
So mark off one of your first level spell slots.
That didn't work, but
Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna mark it off.
Yep.
At higher levels.
I don't
Okay.
think there's any
If the
save.
target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use it as a bonus action. I don't think he has to save, so it just is on him.
Yep.
It's like so I'm gonna cast on. You hit number 2 already.
You
Well,
can,
I
she
hit
hit all
them
of them.
But the
You hit
middle
them
one I
all.
hit the
Yeah.
most.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this one then with Hunter's Mark. Number 1
Yep.
is marked.
Number 1.
Number 1 is marked.
Call out.
Number 2 is the one that she hit the most.
I know.
Okay. Just saying. I'm just saying.
So I'm gonna hit him, and then so that's a bonus action.
Yep.
And that is it is concentration. It's up to 1 hour. I'm
Yep.
gonna say fuck you, and
Where
it is
is-
verbal.
Please
Um,
put this on yourself.
Yeah.
Concentration.
Thank you.
I'm sure they.
And I, as my action, hang on, let me mark on my spell slot.
The
And then as my action, I'm going to draw my bow.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and hit the one that I've marked.
Okay. That is
Which is a
dexterity. It's a d20 plus your dexterity modifier, I believe. For a bow, it's a dexterity weapon. Right? Is that what it says or no?
no.
Really?
Proficiency with a longbow allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll of any attack you make with it.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Where does it say?
Properties, heavy range, two-handed weapon. No,
Okay, yeah.
no. I'm proficient with it, so I don't think it's. Maybe if I wasn't.
Yeah, so your plus to hit is a +4. And then with it, yep.
So nice.
7.
11.
+4 does not hit,
11 does not
unfortunately.
hit.
So it goes wide. The ghoul doesn't even notice. And that ends Mika's turn. That is your bonus action. You have a little bit of movement left if you wanted to go.
Can I crawl through the window?
You can make an athletics check.
No, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay in there and.
Okay.
How the window is the whole wall, or
It's
can
like it's like a double wide window. It's about 10 feet wide. You could jump through it if you wanted to.
So it's this whole side then.
Yeah, it's about that
Okay.
whole side.
Is it tall? Can I duck down and get like cover?
There's you could get half cover.
Okay, then I will kneel down.
Yeah, you have half cover. It adds
Got
to your
it.
AC.
Cool.
Next, it is G2's turn. Ghoul number 2. Ghoul number 2 is she's just gotta move forward. I mean, they have 30 feet of movement. They can't do anything from range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, jeez. Alrighty, that ends Ghoul 2's turn because he can't do shit. It's Fiametta's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I've got 25 feet, so I can like.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Because you and
Uh-huh.
Turk are both small size, you can move through his square if you'd like.
Okay. So we do like.
Or any small characters you can
So
move
I
through.
can move 3 or 5. Where? Sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20. 25?
Yep.
And this was the one that you hit.
That one has
The
taken
most.
the most damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
What do I add to my AC for? Half
For
round?
half cover, I believe is 2. Hold on. You don't need to add it on there. I'll take care of it. Yeah, half cover is +2.
You could have
3/4
moved
cover is
diagonally.
5. No, full cover is 5. 3/4 is 4.
That's true. I have
Okay, so I
something that
have
has a
half
really
cover, right?
big
Yeah.
range, but I don't want to.
You're
At least, you know what? Okay.
Full cover would be if it was like full wall.
Got it.
They can
Alright.
still like.
I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Because it's 120 foot.
Absolutely, you
range.
definitely can. What's the saving throw on that? 'Cause it's a
Uh,
saving throw, not an attack roll, right?
I think so. Oh, I don't. I just have a flash of light strikes toward a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against
Oh, so
the
it's an
target.
attack then. Yep.
Okay.
So, and then it adds your modifier for clerics is wisdom.
Right, and it's my spell attack bonus?
Yep.
Okay, so I get to add 6.
Woo! So 12.
Yes,
18. That definitely hits.
Nice. And I'm going for number 3, who
Number
hasn't
3?
been hit yet.
Okay. So, go ahead. Roll damage.
And sorry,
Does it say what type of damage it is by this?
it is radiant damage.
Radiant
it's
damage.
4d6.
So a lot.
It doesn't do anything else. Radiant, it does the normal amount of damage. I was just asking. Based on this case.
4d6. May I borrow 2d6?
Of course.
Thank you.
So you could give her the little one.
I could roll the same d6 again, but what fun
We
would that
got
be?
these little tiny D6s.
Oh, that's adorable.
4d6 at level 1?
4d6 at level 1.
15.
What guiding bolt, man?
Yeah, guiding bolt.
wait, that's
Oh,
okay.
guiding bolt is killer.
Yeah, it's always dirty.
12.
Plus
So
the
it's
next attack has
12.
advantage.
Yeah, and the next.
The next attack has advantage against it.
Yes, as long as it's
And you're at
before my
number
next
3?
turn. Yeah, I hit 3.
That's number 3.
And the next attack against 3 before my next turn gets advantage.
Yep. Easy peasy. There's not a thing for guidance, unfortunately, but you are all good. You want to use. You don't have any bonus actions you can use or anything. You want
Nope.
to prime new weapons.
Just yell and say you guys are mean and ugly and
Also, I
Die.
think I said this out loud, but anybody trying to hit this one gets an additional 1d6. of
Oh.
damage.
Oh.
Anyone?
Anyone? Wait, I might.
Ah.
Stop rolling dice for me. You can choose a creature
How many
until the spell
spells?
ends. Oh,
can
you
only
deal.
do one
Yeah, you
spell
deal. I was
per
gonna say anyone.
rest.
Ooh, that'd be.
You
That'd be a
can
great
do
spell.
one
Sorry,
spell
never
per
mind.
turn.
Strike.
Okay, so like when it comes to my turn again,
Mhm.
can I do the same spell or a different spell, or do I have to rest?
You do whatever you want.
You
can
can
do
choose
whatever
the
you
same
want.
spell over and
Okay.
over until your slots are expended. Now, however, with sorcerers, you also have like an extra
sorry.
resource to spend your spells on that isn't slots.
Yeah, remember I mentioned you have the sorcery points?
Mhm.
So at this level you get 2. And for a bonus action, which I mentioned earlier, you can turn 2 of them, like 2 of your sorcery points, into a spell slot of level 1. So if you run out of spells, you can use that to get you another spell slot for free.
The blue.
I think I have the same number of spells.
You gained 1 spell slot on this new level.
Yeah, because I got one new spell.
1 new spell and 1 new spell slot.
I don't understand.
So
I'm
You got
sorry.
1 extra
Okay.
bullet. You got 1 extra bullet.
And you can cast the same
So the
spell
slots.
over and over.
So I
if
can
you
only
want.
do 3 spells the whole time.
Of first level. Any cantrips, like are 0 level, you can cast those as many times
So it
as you
doesn't
want.
matter what spells I do. It's just a max of 3 level ones
Yep, correct.
for the whole before I rest.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can actually have 4 because you have your sorcery points, so you can do 1 extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Alrighty, that concludes Fiametta's turn, I assume.
Mhm.
So, y'all hear, Ghoul 2's like, oh, fuck, right? But he doesn't say that. He just goes, ugh. Just got bonked. He's like
The
glittering.
equivalent of a
He's
ghoul boy.
he's
Oh,
glittering
boy.
with this like red fire that you all see, and you're like, yo, I want to hit that guy, right? So while that's happening, Ghoul 1 had an arrow whiz by his head after getting pelted by a little dragon sparkle, and Ghoul 3 is like, whoa, like I'm chilling out, and that's when you hear, whoa, and a 4th Ghoul.
Oh no!
Boo.
What the heck?
And he just used all of his movement to get there.
I'm kind of
So that is his turn. It is now Turk's turn.
How? So I'm going to have to. You're already out there.
Good question mark.
You good.
I was just showing your turn of damage.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I forgot to write it down. And
Break my campaign.
Okay.
It's only 30 feet. But
This is.
so I gotta get. And I move so slow.
But they move relatively fast. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Do I need to do a read on this, or is it generally kind of understood that these type of creatures don't really have any intelligence?
You can I would say as a bonus action, you could because you've never seen this creature before.
Okay.
You have no idea what it is.
Okay.
I've given you the information that it is a ghoul because I've just said it, but
Okay.
it is. You have no idea what exactly it is or read about it or anything. You can make a quick passing glance perception check of them, but you are not close enough to do that. I would say you have to get a little bit closer to do that.
Okay.
Once.
This is gonna.
I would have to get
Huh?
in a.
This is not
weapon.
It's not a beast. No, this counts as undead.
Basically,
Yeah.
one turn of repellent.
Yeah.
Um.
So it'll
think-
make them move,
What is
but
the
it
range
doesn't
of
do
this?
them any damage.
But it makes them always run away from you. So they're not
I had a plan.
damaged.
Turn on dead.
Yeah, you only took 1 damage, right? You
For
only
hitting the window, yeah.
took-
It happens.
Carol.
Oh wait, it didn't count. I had to apply changes.
Okay, I'm just going
Okay.
to.
Thank you for reminding me.
This isn't take extra action, just jump across, right? Even though I'm in the ditch. I'm going to do 1,
I think so.
2. Alright.
Oh, you can walk through her because you guys can share the same space if you wanted to.
Because we're
Okay.
teensy.
That's okay. I'm just going to stop there. I want to cast Vicious Mockery on number 2. Because
Okay.
getting close. It's within 60 feet. And I think all I need to do is. It must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Or take 1d4 save.
What's your wisdom saving?
13.
13. Wow, it just went right off the table. That is a success. With a 17.
Me? Oh, D succeed.
He succeeds, so
Ah.
he does not take the effect.
Okay. Then I will use my bonus action to cast.
You can only cast one spell a turn.
It's not. I can't do a bonus action.
Not if you've cast a spell as your first action.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Now
You can only cast one spell per turn, unless the first one is a cantrip.
Really?
If you cast a cantrip first and then cast a spell as a bonus action, you can. If you cast a spell, you cannot cast another spell that turn.
Oh, gotcha.
Even if it says bonus action.
Okay.
Because you'll notice that like a lot of spells that are like it says casting time 1 action. An action takes up the majority of your turn, while a bonus action is like a thing you can do on a whim or like without thinking.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And I concluded my initial movement. Can I take the rest of my movement turns to go back? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go back. Excuse me. The one right in front. I'm going to go right here.
That ends up your turn. Ghoul 1 is going to take his turn now. He's going to move up the exact same amount. Stand right next to G2. That ends his turn. It is now Rose' turn.
My.
I'm trying to get to stay on.
There you go.
Oh, we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hell yeah. So you're not within range of him, unfortunately, for melee.
Correct. Let us then create a bonfire
Oh yeah.
where number 2 is.
Okay. You could easily get both of them in there if you wanted. Because it's a 5 foot, but it doesn't necessarily have to be on a square.
Yeah, but
Okay. Do whatever you want. I'm just saying you could if you want.
the one you attacked was number 2, right?
It's number 3.
Number 3. Oh, then I'm attacking number 3.
Number 3.
Yes.
Okay. Are you in range of number 3?
Yes, it's a 60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to get 4 in it as well?
What's that?
Do you want to get 4 in your bonfire as well?
No, just
Okay, just 3?
Just
All right. It's a save, right, for them on the start of their turn?
It's a dexterity save
Dexterity save.
against a 15.
15. That is a 15
All right.
plus somethings.
Then it
She
should
does
be
succeed.
half of
Half of your
1d8.
1d8.
Do you want to put a physical effect marker down for
Sure,
the
yeah.
bonfire?
Put down the bonfire. So underneath him.
Half of 1.
Half of 1.
Oh,
He
no.
takes 1 damage. He's not going to take a damage. So G1 takes 1 damage. Oh no, G3, sorry.
And that, how long does that bonfire stay?
It's
up?
concentration, so as soon as I
Until
do
you
something
get-
else.
Set that
Siobhan.
on yourself. Concentration. That was G3, correct? The one that was guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, so I can
Yeah.
kind of like keep tossing them out should I need to.
Will that end your turn, sir?
Correct.
All right.
Bonus actions can't be a thrown weapon, correct? Like for the
That's an
offhand.
If you've taken a attack action as your first.
Okay, okay.
It is now Penelope's turn.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I do a cantrip and my dragon breath?
Is your dragon breath considered a bonus action?
I don't know. How would I know that?
No worries. I will pull it up.
Let's see. Can I look?
This one or this one? This is
Actions.
as
Yeah,
an
so this is an action.
So you can take.
So your bigger heading here, actions, is going to show you which ones you can do as actions. And
Okay.
then, that's in your notes.
So you can take
and then
the
it's gonna
laser
change.
as an action, and if you have a cantrip that's a
Oh.
bonus action, you can
Oh,
do
wait.
because it's not considered a spell
How would I know if a cantrip is a bonus
if
action?
it's under the bonus action section.
Well, I'm not seeing
I
the
don't
bonus
have a
action
bonus
section.
action.
No, I
Does
was
that mean
wrong.
that I just don't have any?
You might not have any spells
Wow.
that can be a
What
bonus
are
action.
what are your cantrips?
Mold, earth, shape water, message, and light.
Okay. Did any of them see BA? Or see,
They all
see how they say
say
1A? That's
Yeah.
one action.
Oh, okay.
It would say 1
then
BA or 1B.
I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Can I go like half a space? Like
You can only move within a space.
okay, I'm gonna go on the very edge of this
Okay.
space. Can I do a lightning breath
Mhm.
that goes in the middle of the square?
Yeah. What's the width? Does it say?
It's 5 feet by
5 feet?
a lot.
5 feet by like
By
60
30.
feet. 30? Okay, so in the 30-foot range, that'll get you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it won't hit the guys in the back, even if you moved up a square.
Dang
So,
it.
but you can hit numbers 1 and 2 if you'd
Okay.
like.
Yeah, I want to do that.
It's a saving throw, correct? They must succeed a saving throw. I believe yours was like 14.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
sure, no worries.
We should highlight these numbers for you so that it's easy to find. No, I'm this isn't like I'm saying. I'm just saying it would help me too because I get lost as well. I've got like 20 tabs open for like Hunter's Mark and
And all the fun flavors classes
I can
have.
show you Hunter's Mark next time.
I've done more reading for your class than I did in college.
Yeah. Trust me, I am literally gimping him to not be that.
Okay, it's Dex DC 11, half
DC
damage
11.
on a
Half
on
damage
a
on a success. Alrighty. Roll damage for me. Well, I roll the 2, 1, and 2 successes.
So you get to roll,
This
2
one?
d.
Wait. Oh, wait,
So
not
they
this
both
one.
fail.
It's like, hey, it could have been artillery
Yeah, you get to roll
and just
2
have a walking
D6s.
cannon
Okay.
with legs.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
No, but instead I'm getting Iron Man
Yeah.
at some point. 6 damage
Yeah.
total.
I don't add anything to it, right? It's just the
It's
dice.
2d4, right? Or 2d6?
2d6.
3d6.
2d6.
2d6 plus anything?
I don't think it's supposed
Okay.
to be.
So they both take 6 damage. Alright.
Nice.
Alright.
How many squares is it? 1.
So numbers 1 and 2 take 6 damage
So
each.
who's did that fire?
The fire
just took
did 1 damage to the third ghoul.
Can I
This one?
run
Yes.
2 more squares away now?
This fire.
Yes.
Her fire.
Her fire is a laser. It's a lightning.
My lightning.
She's a fire in her laser.
I just heard dragon breath. I was like, oh, it's fire.
It's
Cool.
lightning.
Yeah, her it's a lightning
blue
breath.
light.
So it's lightning damage.
It's lightning
so that
damage.
seemed to.
It seemed to hit them just as hard as you would expect it to.
And then I ran 2 more over there.
And you
Now I'm
ran
done.
2 over there. Perfect. That puts us back at Nika's turn.
Hang on. I would like
An hour.
to.
Not now. Please please don't fall asleep.
They don't. It doesn't. I would get
Exactly.
disadvantage with the bow if I'm closer, unless I'm in melee range,
With,
right?
If you're in melee range, you get disadvantage. with
Okay, but I'm not in melee range
Yeah.
right now. So I'm going to take a You said I can crawl out the window if I
You
wanted
can if you want to make an athletics check.
Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I am going to take a shot at the marked one.
Alright,
With-
number 1.
My longbow.
Go ahead.
Is 17 to hit.
17 hits. And you get a plus d6 to your damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hang on. Sorry.
You're fine.
Notes. Where's my d8? That is 4,
Plus
5, 6 plus a d6 and
4.
6, 10 damage.
Alrighty. That hit him. He took damage. He's looking rough.
Which
Oh.
one's
Number 1.
No, wait.
Number 1 has your hunter's
Number
mark.
1 has my mark. Yeah.
Alright, do you want to take any bonus action or movement?
No, nothing.
Okay.
If I crouch down, can I get full cover? No.
No. It would still give you half
Half
cover.
cover.
It's the space itself is half cover.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. It's not necessarily how well you're hiding, it's the space you're hiding behind.
Got it. Okay.
Excellent.
I'm gonna just like keep an eye out up the bridge. I'm gonna keep an eye on Pinel.
Yeah. Ghoul 2. It's his turn. He's gonna walk up. He's gonna walk up straight to you. Ghoul 2, yeah.
You're
He's gonna walk up straight to you. And you know what? He's going to make his claw attack against you.
Still probably gonna hate me.
I probably am. That is a 8 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a 17 now.
I know. Or at least I was
17
prepared.
AC as
Yep.
a spellcaster.
So yeah, that misses. He doesn't have any bonus actions or anything, so that ends Ghoul's turn. But I think actually he's going to move towards the window because an arrow just went by his head and he wants to see where it came from. So he's going to stand right there. He's still in melee range with you, so you don't get
Drive-by
attack
swiping.
opportunity. It is now Fiumena's turn.
Okay.
For reference, they're all looking a little bit hurt. G1 is shambling.
Have we hit 4?
You have not hit 4.
So he looks fine.
He looks fine but confused.
And 3 we've only hit for the one.
3 has taken a total of 3 damage. Or sorry, yeah, 3 damage.
Okay.
Oh, something. Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold on to my little symbol and just say really loud, "Go away!"
Okay.
And do Channel Divinity, Turn Undead.
Hell yeah.
Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails the throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Mm-hmm. That means it must take that run. It must take any movement to move away from you. Any attacks it does make are at disadvantage, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Must spend its turn strength to move as far away from you as it can. Can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. Can't take reactions.
Noted.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the spell, or how do I know if it?
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay, and so it needs to beat 14.
Wisdom is a fail for number 2, the one right in front of you, and if you said 14,
Yes.
they both fail.
Nice.
So they're both turned, which I don't know. I usually have it for that, but in any case, they're both turned. They're going to take their action to run away from you. I have a feeling that one of them might not survive until the next turn. Anyway.
That's fair.
Oh, I didn't even notice all things.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of rings.
That's great.
And yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay right there.
That brings it to G4's turn. He hasn't taken any damage, so he's just going to run straight up. He's unaffected by moving into it, so he's going to move right up there to it. Okay. Alrighty, that ends his turn. Puts it at Turk.
Alright.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Travis, what do you think?
Question about the turned ones.
Yeah.
If they move out of our melee range,
You get
do we
an-
still
you
get
an
an
attack with
opportunity?
it. Yep.
Okay.
They can't take attacks of
Reactions,
opportunity,
but we can.
but you can. Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Thank
will
you.
soon get that opportunity as they try to get the fuck away.
But as soon as they're damaged, the turn undead goes away. So if they do get attacked by the reaction, they stop being turned.
Cool.
Alright. First, I'm going to start by moving this away. 1, 2. Can I do this?
Yep.
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So, just so I understand my folly of last time, I can't just do cantrip and then bonus action. I need to do.
You can do a cantrip and then cast a spell as a bonus action.
Okay. So, but from
Not the other way.
why couldn't I do it the other way last time?
I mean, you can cast a spell and a cantrip, as long as that cantrip is a bonus action. If the cantrip is an action, then you cannot cast it as a bonus action.
Okay.
But you can cast a bonus action and an action in any order.
Yeah.
It just has to be a bonus action and an action cantrip, not a bonus action cantrip.
Hmm?
It's weird.
Can you do an?
Not an action cantrip.
2 spells cannot be cast if a spell is cast as an action.
Okay.
If a cantrip is cast as an action, you should be able to cast a bonus action spell, but not the other way
so
around.
You can't go.
So, for instance, if you
Up and
cast Firebolt and then
You
cast
can't
as
go
a
down a level.
as a bonus action Misty Step, which is like a teleport, you can do that. You cannot cast Misty Step as an action and then cast another spell.
Okay. So then, just so I understand what I can do here, am I allowed to cast Bane and then my bonus action?
Is Bane a spell?
Bane is a.
It's not a cantrip. I know that.
Yeah, it's my first level spell.
Okay, it's a regular action, correct? And then what would you be casting as a bonus action?
My Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration, you can absolutely do that, yeah.
Okay.
Because that's a class ability.
Is that not what
a
I was trying to do
cantrip.
last time?
I don't think so.
I was trying to do.
You didn't tell us what you were trying to do
I
last
was
time.
trying to say Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, my apologies for that.
Oh, okay. So
I
that's
thought-
why it's
well,
throwing me off.
Because that's a class ability, not a spell.
Oh, okay.
So you can
I
do
understand now. Okay.
that. If you wanted to have cast it last turn, you can apply that.
Okay.
bonus.
Okay. Got it. Okay. No. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were all good.
Okay. So then, let me just start then by casting Bane.
Yeah, absolutely.
The spell. It's got a range of 30 feet, and
Indeed
I
it
can hit
does.
3 creatures.
So you can hit all 3 of those guys.
Yeah, exactly. So
it is a-
they must make charisma saving throws. My charisma
That one
save.
succeeds. That
You already
one
know mine.
succeeds. That's 2 d20s in a row and a 15. They all. Oh no, wait, no, it's a 14.
No, 13.
13. One of them barely succeeds, but they all do.
Oh,
2
no.
d20s and a 15.
Dude, what the heck?
Or 2 nat 20s and a 15. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna look at.
So you see all 3 of these guys go. These dead bodies go. Just try to cast like Bane on evil things. Like, it's kind of rude. And one of them's just like, oh, that almost got me. They don't say anything. They're just kind of.
You are testing my tolerance. I'm going to turn
I'm
to.
so sorry.
I'm going to turn to. Mika, and I'm going to give her bardic inspiration and say.
What does that do for me?
On a roll, you can add a d6.
Yes, 1d6
To any-
attack, a saving, or just an ability.
Yeah. Not to damage, but you have to declare it before you roll.
No, you
anytime.
no. It
Any
can, be,
roll.
it can be after a roll that you just before the outcome is known. It can be after a roll.
Oh, okay. I thought it had to be before the roll, but okay.
No,
thank
it
you.
specifies.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait, I have an inspiration.
That's different than bardic inspiration.
Well, I'm going to use it as a
I was
tap.
going to say, here's your
It's just a light to remember.
inspiration.
Oh.
I say, Mika,
You
you're
have a-
much
you have-
taller than me. It seems like you're doing a better deal
It's
than
a
I am.
seashell.
so-
We'll call it that. No. So yeah, you have that. Travis, that is the end of your turn. And you used all your movement, bonus action, and action. That puts us at Ghoul 1's turn. Ghoul 1 has to run away from you. It is currently 1, 2, 3, like it's like 20 feet away. It has to make at least 30 feet, correct? Or does it just have to run?
It just has to.
Okay,
it just
so
has
it's
to
gonna
move
run.
away.
It's gonna run straight back to where it came from. So it's gonna go all the way.
Does it have to full dash?
It is not a full dash. It is just moving away. It can't take any other action against other creatures. It doesn't say it has to dash. It just says it has to make any movement away.
It just
So-
went through a tree.
It went around. Alrighty, that is its turn. It can't make any other actions. It is now Arno's turn.
All right, I'm gonna cast Arcane Weapon on my hammer.
Hell yeah.
It's a bonus action, so I can
Indeed.
still make an attack with it, and I will attack the closest.
G2, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna walk here
Mhm.
and attack this one.
Okay. This is G4, correct? Yeah.
What's up?
G4, correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, ones all day.
Not a 1?
Yep.
Oh
That's
man,
one.
yeah, that is a critical
Yeah, the
fail.
7 is right next
Unfortunately,
to
does
it.
not miss. Does not hit.
Does not miss.
You have. Oh, you already used your bonus action, so that's
Correct.
it.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. Do you want to move?
I did, and I'm.
Yeah, I mean, you
fine.
can still move.
I'm fine with staying.
Okay. Let's get ready to pop up to Penelope.
I'm gonna do magic missile again.
Magic missile again. Absolutely. Do you want to target more than one creature or the same?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do. Which one's the one that's really weak?
G1. So this one right here is super hurt.
I guess I'll do all the other ones then.
Okay. So 2, 3, and 4.
So I'm gonna start with 2.
2.
Is
2
2 plus
damage.
1
Okay.
is 3.
Oh, 3 damage. Awesome.
And it takes away his turn.
And
It does take
oh,
away his turn undead, so he is
Sorry.
no longer turned.
That's okay. Sorry, guys.
It's
Okay,
all
for number 4, 1 plus 1 is 2.
For who? 4?
2 for number 4, and then
Okay.
for number 3, 2 plus 1 is 3.
2 plus 1 is 3. Alrighty. Perfect.
And I'm gonna run.
The bonfire is removed too.
Oh, that's right. You cast a
I'm
concentration
just gonna
spell.
move right there, just a little bit. And that's it.
Oops, physical. Cool.
Do you need your concentration marker taken off?
Nope, it's still concentration.
You've
Because
got
it's
a different
concentrating
one,
on
right?
his different one.
Something different.
It is now. Mika's
my
turn.
turn.
Mika's turn.
Um,
So there's a guy right outside the window from you. You are in melee with him.
yeah.
How's that 2 looking?
2 is looking. He's like pretty beat up. I would say like you can visibly see wounds on him.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to. Are these guys are fleshy, right?
They're fleshy.
Not bones.
They're not bones. No, they are fleshy. They're zombies. They're not called zombies. That's a different creature.
But they're essentially.
Yeah.
Cool.
For all intents and purposes.
I'm going to. I can swap weapons as a free action, right?
Yeah.
If I were to
think
swap if I were just to like drop my longbow and draw my 2 swords.
Yeah. If you drop it, yeah. If you sheath it, it's a bonus action. But if you drop it, you just drop it.
I feel like I'm going to regret this in a minute, but I'm going to drop my bow and I'm going to unsheath both of my swords.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to put that down,
You're
but
fine.
I'll do it later.
Yep.
I'm going to unsheath both of my swords and I'm going to take a strike and yeah.
And then I want you to roll your d20 and also a d6. On a 3 or higher, you do not take damage from the broken glass. In the window.
That's worth. I
Okay,
can
yeah.
give you if you need be.
15 hit.
15.
Will hit. Whatever.
15 plus 4.
Yeah, it'll hit.
19 will hit.
Okay, this is
And
on
a
G2,
D6?
right? Yeah, and a d6.
5.
It's fine. You do not take any damage from the glass.
And I'm going to roll a
roll damage.
8, 7, 8, 9 points of damage to him.
Alrighty. Abby, how do you want to kill that monster?
I'm going to slice this fucker's head off.
Fuck his head up. Yeah. So you see, like, you guys are outside. You just like unleashed a breath weapon, and now you're waiting. Like, oh, this is getting exciting. I'm having fun. And you're over here, like, and all of a sudden, a sword just goes.
Damn.
Flash of light,
Oh.
and his head just. He is gone. That is a ghoul down.
Lord.
That takes out ghoul number 2 and removes him from the initiative list, putting Fiametta next.
I am not done yet.
If you are done. But you are.
Thanks.
You have your bonus action and movement.
Yep.
I'm just
getting there.
reminding you.
Alright. I.
Find more ways to take damage from the glass.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can roll more glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see right now. There's too many little dudes in the way.
No, right? It's funny.
That's way too many.
Are you gonna try to finesse it?
Oh my god.
Can I change my mind from drawing 2 swords to drawing a sword and a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to draw your
I
dagger?
would like to take my dagger and a sword instead.
This is the ceremonial dagger?
This is
Or sacrificial?
I only have the one.
Okay.
The sacrificial dagger, and I would like to at the dude number 4
Okay.
and try and.
Okay, dude number 4. Do you know what the range on a thrown dagger is?
20.
20. So
60. I can hit with 60 with disadvantage.
Yeah,
Which
you
you
hit.
can try with disadvantage.
Okay, go ahead. 7 plus your dexterity modifier
I don't get to add it for this one.
for
I
bonus.
don't get to add anything for bonus action. That's what it
Noted.
says.
You miss. The dagger is
Oh shit! It's somewhere over
in the
there.
grass. But you didn't miss too bad, so you know roughly
What
where
is
it
it?
is.
5, 10, 15. It's probably over here somewhere.
It's somewhere over there.
Probably.
Don't worry, I got it. And that is everything. Don't want to move or anything. Jump out the window.
No.
Alrighty, that brings us to
Yeah, I'm fine.
Fiametta.
Okay, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mhm.
And I will try to hit
Hit him.
the monster.
Hit the monster.
Hit a monster with a
Whack 'em up.
warhammer. I don't remember how to hit things. But it starts with this.
Hey, dude.
Oh, that's not very good. It's only +4 to hit, so I think I miss. 7 total.
7 total
That's
misses.
the same one with
Um,
7.
missed. I don't think. Do I have bonus?
Punchers.
No, I don't think I have
Can
any
you
bonus.
punch
You
it?
should punch
Shield
it.
dash. Shield dash.
Is that a thing?
You have a shield?
I do have a shield.
It's
You can,
offhand
you can,
weapon.
sure, go ahead. It's an offhand weapon, so this will just be, if you hit it, it'll be 1 plus your strength modifier.
Sure. Oh.
That's so hard to read, dude.
It is. It's an 11.
11.
Do I get to add
You
anything?
add your strength modifier.
My strength modifier is 2.
2. That hits.
Hey!
13 hits.
And then I forget what you
1
said.
plus your strength modifier.
1 plus my strength. Strength was 2, so 3
Damage.
damage.
Alrighty. Oh.
It's 10:45.
It is indeed.
Love the timing.
Alrighty. That'll do that. Anything else you'd like to do? You took your action, bonus action. You still have one square of movement if you wanted to.
I'll stay there.
Alrighty. It is now the ghoul's turn. The ghoul is going to take his bite attack at Fiametta, who just, bashed it with its shield. And that is going to be... That is a 22 to hit.
You can
Oh,
add it,
okay, that does
1d8
hit.
to an attack.
Oh, sorry,
A saving
21.
throw or a
Still
ability check.
21 still hits.
So you're
Alright.
probably going to add it to an attack at some point.
Alright,
Unless
so
they
that's
really get in on you, but you're safe from
Alright.
your crouching window.
Oh, that is double 6s on 2d6, so that is 14 damage.
Oh, damn.
2d6 plus
Alright.
2.
Still standing.
Indeed. That, and if anyone's, it is 2d6. I rolled 2 6s on 2d6. I'm not gonna bullshit you on that. I will kill you. And that is
Feel
that
free
is
to
its
kill
whole
me.
turn. It's good where it is. It's gonna chill.
Yeah.
It is not Turk's turn.
Alright. Just so I can make sure I'm good again. I think I'm just going to. I can dash as an action.
You can dash.
Do
as
I
an
move
action.
and then dash, or do I just dash?
So
as
you
my
have your
and
movement,
action?
and then double your movement
Is
is
the
your
dash.
dash
Okay, and then I can cast my bardic inspiration as my bonus action.
as your bonus action.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
perfect. Yeah, then I'm going to do that.
Okay. Are you gonna head out the window?
Can I go in there? Is she on the wood?
She's in the way,
Two sections.
but it's a full wall of window.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was just that spot.
If I'm crouching down, can he bolt over me?
You can give
and
him
miss-
advantage
yeah,
on his.
I'm gonna give you an advantage, and you
Thank
can jump
you.
on my
Make
back
an
if you want.
acrobatics check
Thank
with
you.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I don't care if you're cool with it. You can roll. If that's what you're doing, that's what you're rolling.
Yeah. Oh, count.
That's an 11.
It's 11 plus a 1.
You
So
get
you can
advantage.
roll again.
Oh,
If it rolls higher, you can use that one.
19.
Yep,
There
you,
you go.
make it out. Roll a d6 for me. You make it.
It's like that perfect read from Scott Pilgrim. Just the
Yep.
out the window.
Actually, he just left.
Yeah.
I made Abby watch that with me.
3.
He made me watch it.
Okay,
with
cool.
him.
It was you had a 1 in 6 chance.
And I just end up outside the window.
Yep.
Banzai.
So that takes up 10 feet of your movement.
Okay. 10 feet of my movement. Then I am going to.
Little guys all ganging up.
This guy's
Just like ghouls, like whoa, children.
Alright. I'll go like this.
Bit me.
So that was 10. I'm
Yep.
gonna use my last 15 to go.
Okay,
10.
so if you move here and then leave that space, he does get an attack of opportunity against you. You can move through your allies' spaces
Yeah.
though if you'd like to. Well, as long as you're both small creatures, you can move through each
I
other's
see.
spaces.
I see. Thank you. So I go 1.
Yeah.
2.
Is
that-
So you could move
So anything adjacent. to
anything
you.
in the 8 squares around him. If you go into it and then leave, he can attack you for free, essentially.
You can go out here.
Yeah, you can go
Or out
around.
there.
You can go
Right to
diagonally. You
me.
can go through her
I go
and move to here. If you want.
1, 2.
Yep.
And then I'll just go here. 3.
Cool.
And then, yep, that's my movement.
Okay.
But then, and as I recall, then was that my action jumping out the window?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll just use my bardic inspiration.
Well, no, actually, you did not take your action because
Are
you
you sure?
said you were going to dash, but that was just movement.
Oh,
so
so
you're
even,
good.
though, so even though I jumped out the window, it wasn't the action.
No.
I think that's just my movement.
Yep, that's just your movement.
Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and we will try to once again do vicious mockery.
Okay.
At I think it's just
Poor guy.
Your charger's warm.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
a little
creature
face
you
on
see
it.
within range 60 feet.
Okay, which one are you picking?
Uh,
You have numbers 1, 2, or
Does that have
sorry,
to be
1,
does that have to
3,
be in
or
a straight
4.
line, or can it be?
Anywhere within a diagonal of you.
Oh, so okay, so
So I don't think those guys will fit. Right,
Alright.
it's 30 feet.
It's 30. No, it's
1,
60 feet.
2, 3. Oh yeah, easily.
oh, okay.
It's
okay,
60 feet from like here to here.
Yeah, so, okay.
You're good.
I wasn't sure if it had to be in a straight line. Okay, I'm gonna cast it on 3.
Okay, number 3. What's the DC?
13.
13 charisma.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. He succeeds with a 16.
All right. I remember, and then so for my bardic.
I'm rolling good tonight.
They're
I know
funny.
you are.
Huh?
They're funny.
They are.
They are so-
They have a sense of humor.
There's fucking.
Travis is over here like, hey, you're a piece of shit. And he's like,
Yeah.
but but he doesn't take offense to it because he knows.
Yeah, worm shit.
All right.
I'm
gonna
dying.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Arno, and I remember last time he could barely hear my words, so I'm just going to play him a song, and maybe that'll get through to him.
Alrighty. Ending his turn, it now becomes Ghoul 1's turn. So Ghoul 1, being hurt and still being turned, cannot make any movement towards you. So he is going to stay where he goes.
Nice.
Except he's going to move 1 square forward and disappear.
Whoa! Into the pit.
And that will end his turn.
It's okay, people.
It is now Arno's turn.
Has 3 ever moved?
3 has not moved. He is still just standing there. He took fire and now he's like...
So I was like, 4 is with
He
us.
also still has Guiding Bolt on him, so the next attack
Well,
against him has advantage.
I think it only lasts until my next turn, so
Oh, so no, he does
it's
not.
done.
Wait, I thought it was only the next attack. Or was it
It's
every
the next attack until her next turn.
Yeah, so we
Wait,
didn't.
so it's every attack against
Just
it
one,
until...
Just
the next attack until my next turn. So we missed
So he's
the
already
window.
used it.
He didn't attack
bonfire is an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
The weird little.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you'd used... Oh, dang
It's okay.
it. Well, I killed one of them, so...
Not a big deal.
I didn't put him on this list. Yeah, no wonder he hasn't moved. I didn't put him on the
I
initiative.
should have list.
So we'll say he has been very freaked out and he has not moved. But it is your turn, sir.
Alright. So we'll go. I'll just move here.
Okay.
We're going to attack him with our light hammer.
This is G4, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That's going to be a 4 plus a 5, 9.
Do you want to add your inspiration for an extra D6?
I do.
Okay.
Is it D6 or D8?
This is a
Oh,
D6.
I thought is it D6? Okay.
Pretty sure it's a D6 until you hit level 3.
Yeah, it's D6 here.
4.
4. That'll hit.
Alright.
9 plus 4 will hit this general.
So 13.
So that is going to
It's going to do
do
damage. That's what it's going to do. I mean, shit.
1d4.
Stay hungry.
That's a 4 plus a 2.
4 plus 2.
Yeah, so that's a 6 plus a d6
Okay.
of damage because it's fire.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
And that's a 4.
Nice.
Nice.
That'll hit him. He is looking rough. He's a little singed from this holy fire
Number
kind
3?
of. This is
Sorry,
number 4.
number
Number
four.
3 is way back here. Has
Oh,
barely
right.
taken any
Sorry.
damage. Number 4's looking beat up. He's like, you know, zombie things. That'll end your turn.
I've still got the
Oh, bonus
bonus action, and I'm gonna look towards 3 and throw my dagger at him.
Throw your dagger. Absolutely. Throw your dagger. Make your range throw attack.
That's a 2.
That
so
is
that's
a
a miss.
2. That is a miss, yeah. So your dagger is somewhere.
Well, it's a returning dagger,
It's the
so
rock.
it comes right back to my hand.
Good to know.
He's.
I look at you. Like I'm just like, oh, throwing daggers, are we?
Are we? Misses.
And then
Alrighty.
Say
Ellen,
you,
your
right.
turn.
You and your artificer
In
thing.
that moment, as I know this is not actually a reaction, but I'm gonna... What?
like, it comes
You're
back.
gonna do that to mine later!
He makes cool stuff.
So, Bean, that's the end of your turn, I assume, unless you want to make any
Yep,
more
that's
movement.
the
Thank
end
you
of
for
it.
your inspiration. Ghoul 3, his head, see, watching this dagger go, he turns the other direction, looks down, and is going to disappear as well.
OMG.
Boo. What babies?
And that will end his turn. And that brings us back to Penelope. So currently on the board, you guys have one ghoul, ghoul number 4.
Alright. If I wanted to do like use an arrow or crossbow or whatever.
Yeah, if you have a crossbow, you can absolutely pull it
how
out,
do
shoot
I
him.
do that? Is
should
that
have a
good for a certain distance? Or
So the two numbers on it, on the weapon, it should have 2 distances.
it has a quantity and a weight.
Could your mom try to text you?
Okay.
My dad.
Under your attacks.
Crossroads should be 8320.
Yeah, it's like
I don't see. Oh. This?
in this case you should be fine.
You're gonna be fine. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we'll show you it. We'll show you in a bit.
Well, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. Take an attack roll.
With-
So roll a d20 and add, I believe, your dex
Oh.
modifier for this one. And if you're proficient with crossbows, which I don't think you are,
I do.
And add a dexterity.
2 shots.
2 shots, correct.
7.
7 does not hit, unfortunately. Do you have a minus? Oh, that's a 6. Sorry.
The paper got in my way.
I know, I saw that. Not back.
Unfortunate.
That's sad.
That's what dice boxes are good for.
Okay. And
Would you,
then
would you
I'm-
like to move? Right?
I just want to go like a little bloop.
Okay, cool. And then you're all
That's
good.
it?
That'll bring us to
I just have a mom.
Mika.
Yeah.
It is your turn to go.
She said, are you guys okay?
She didn't text me.
Yeah, didn't your dad text you?
Yeah, and I responded.
Because
we told him we'd be
my
home 2
dagger's
hours
gone, right?
What?
Dagger is missing.
Why?
Because it's 11 o'clock. What do you mean?
The last
why?
game took 3 hours.
I don't know.
I've still got a sword in my hand, but
Do you
not,
still
my
have a
bow
sword?
is on
Your
the
bow is
floor.
on the floor.
I have a key.
It'll be a bonus action to pick up
I have
your
a
bow.
key, so
A
taking
bonus action.
Yeah, because you have to bend down and pick it up.
Okay.
Okay, I'll pick up my. Oh, and then to sheath.
You can do the
say-
same at the same time.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up and sheath.
Yep.
And I will take a shot at
Yep.
number 4.
Okay.
There's my bow.
Random question. Can you retrieve crossbow bolts?
You
You
can.
can, but it has to be after.
At the
Yeah.
end of the
Or
battle,
it's-
you retrieve half of the number of you shooting.
That should
So
If
if
you,
I-
19 to hit.
rounded down.
So if I shot one, then it's gone.
If you shot 1 and it rounds down to 1.
Nice.
One lost or one?
You shot
retrieved?
1, you retrieve 1. Would you roll?
Okay.
A 19 to hit, and I did 9 damage.
9 damage. Abby, how would you like to kill a monster? And he falls. So that takes out another monster.
Yay.
And so, battle clears. It is dead silent.
I go,
That is
ow.
where we will wrap up next time, because it is now 11 p.m. Well done. You guys killed 2 ghouls. Almost killed half. You killed half of them.